That's cool.
I'm just going to go ahead and throw us on.
Fucking do it.
Yo. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, wow. So I'm getting an echo because I have the thing. There we go. All right.
What's up, chat? How are you guys?
How do you see? Oh, there it is. How do you see? All right. Give me like 60 seconds to get ready.
You have 60? What do you have to do?
I have to go. I'm going to get a drink.
Get one.
All right.
Dude, so our idea, what's up, doll lookers? How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Our idea for this show is, Trevor and I were thinking about maybe getting on every Friday night, going over the news, hopefully avoiding the news as much as possible during the week, and then getting into it together on Fridays. Who knows what we're going to go over, what we're going to talk about. Go fuck yourself. What's up? Was there a Mall Bitches marathon? Really? Hello, doll lickers. I like it. Tower 7 is inexplicable. It was a controlled demolition. I don't know about that. Maybe. One of the things we were talking about getting into on this show was like conspiracy shit. Because we both used to be really into that. I'm going to see if I can make this fit a little bit better, dudes. But, I don't know. I've kind of changed my attitude on a lot of that conspiracy shit stuff. We got to go back and save 9/11. A quick update for us while Trevor's gone. We just taped our D&D episode 6 yesterday, and I feel confident saying it's my favorite one. I'm excited for that, for you guys to see it. Although I guess I'm not supposed to say D&D, right? Because we could get in trouble, so we have to say role-playing. But either way, it's going to be good. Let's see if I can crop this. Dude, I suck so much at OBS. I'm not improving anything, am I, by doing this? Yeah, non-Q conspiracies indeed. I don't want to go near that shit. Thank you. It is kind of a sick water bottle. It's not really wood, but it looks like it a little bit. D&D Live. So the idea, if we do D&D Live, it's like you guys will have to watch Timmy rolling the dice, and then we're like waiting for him to do math and shit. It's like, believe me, it's better to have it just like cut down, mean. Some of the jokes are dumb. We just kind of like take a lot of the like hot air out of it, and it's the better way to watch, I feel like, on YouTube. Yes, Chick Canyon gets it. It does take forever. What is Timmy's Twitch? I think Timmy's just going to start twitching on our thing. Ever play Bloodborne? Oh my god, yes, for sure. All the Souls games are like, I should play Souls on here because that's the one video game I'm like good at, and I feel like I know every inch of Dark Souls 3. How many episodes will there be of D&D? I mean, right now we just did 6. I think there's supposed to be 12, but we move so slow that like it could go a lot longer. But also we're starting to get more reckless, so yeah, we are going to talk news. Don't worry, we're going to get to it. So I think we got like maybe 5 more. And then I think we kind of want to end this and then maybe start a new role-playing game that takes place in like the modern time. So we'll be like in contemporary United States. And I think that would actually be really fun. Isn't this season of Big Brother such bullshit? Yes, it is. And this week was super bullshit and crazy. What kind of music do I listen to mostly? I'm very eclectic. I like a lot of stuff. Cyberpunk 2020. I'm looking forward to that. Or 2077, right? next year, though. Do we have to wait, or is it coming? No, it's coming out in November, right? That's going to be good.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. I've been fucking panicking. Thank God you're back. This has been going so bad.
What's up? Should this start the show?
Yeah, let's start it. We're doing it.
Should we just, for a second, just take a moment and just enjoy this new show? It's
yeah.
The possibilities. Anything could happen in this show.
I mean, we have not discussed what we're going to do on this show really at all, right?
No. No. That's the beauty of this show.
Yeah. So we are the Newsboyz. I don't know if anyone in chat knows about the 90s band The Newsboyz, but there was an alt-Christian rock band called Newsboyz. They suck.
And both Zach and I came from very Christian families in the 90s. So I bet we've both seen them in concert. I saw the Newsboyz in concert.
I did not see the Newsboyz in concert, but I did sadly see DC Talk in concert.
I wish.
I'm embarrassed that I did. And they played it in a fucking stadium.
Yeah. Oh no, they were big.
It was like a 20,000 person thing in DC. It was crazy.
Yeah. They were big. One thing. So should we switch this to chat? Because somebody told me that they're like, we have this set up as a podcast.
I did. I switched it. It should be under just chatting, I think. DC Talk won a Grammy. That's fucking crazy. Was it like a Christian Grammy or was it like a Grammy?
Do they have Christian Grammys? I guess so.
Don't they? I think they have like.
I think they're called Dove Awards because I think my parents. I think my parents. I don't think they won one, but I think they're called Dove Awards.
Okay, there was a Christian bookstore outside of DC where I grew up in a mall, and I remember my mom drove like 45 minutes to go to this specific bookstore because whatever. But I remember going in and they had like a music wall of contemporary Christian music, and they had this poster printout on the wall that was like modern secular bands and their corresponding Christian ripoff. So
that's awesome.
I remember I was like, well, I like Alice in Chains. By the way, I was like 13, 12.
Alice in Chains is good. You don't have to. You don't have to preface that.
Thanks, buddy. I was like, I like Alice in Chains. So what's the band that's like Alice in Chains? And I remember it was a band called Dig Jesus. Dig Jesus is the fucking lamest thing. So I bought the Dig Jesus CD, and for like a week I was like trying to convince myself that it was as good as Alice in Chains, and it just fucking wasn't. Wait, Sam's brother's texting. He says it's not set to just chatting; it's set to GTA Vice City. Timmy, you son of a bitch.
See, Timmy fucked it up.
He fucked us again. All right, I'm gonna go.
So I saw.
Let's see if I can fix this.
Let's see. I'm gonna answer some chat questions while you're doing that. Yeah, all these people are coming in from trying to see Grand Theft Auto, and they're pissed.
We're not going to play Grand Theft Auto. How do I change? Wait, do I go to creator dashboard? I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Someone said, "What's up, Dollicker? Go fuck yourself."
What's up, Dollicker? Go fuck yourself.
What's your favorite Harvey Weinstein story? Well, I don't know if you know this.
We met him. Tell that story.
Yeah. Zach and I, because our show had nothing to do with Harvey Weinstein, but then when they wanted to put the DVDs out, IFC or Fuse, I think it was Fuse, made some deal with the Weinstein company that they were going to put the DVDs out. So we went to his office in New York, and Zach and I went, and it was him and his brother Bob Weinstein, and they were nice enough guys, and they were just talking about like, we're going to put the DVD out and everything like that, and it was fine. And I remember like thinking like, wow, they didn't seem as, because he had a reputation at the time of being like a mafia kind of tough guy kind of thing, and we didn't see any of that. And then at the end, when he was walking out of the door, he turned around to us and he goes, "Don't you fuck me on this." And then he left, and we were like, first of all, you're just putting out a DVD of our sketches. I don't know how we would fuck you on this thing.
Well, we met them because they were thinking maybe they wanted to make a movie with us, right? That's what I remember that meeting was about, but it never came to be.
We're also probably the only people in Hollywood that Harvey Weinstein said, "Don't fuck me." We were the opposite of what he was saying to everyone else. He's like, not these guys.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was an intimidating meeting. And now he's in jail, right? Is he going to die in jail?
He's in jail. I think something happened because as soon as we put him in jail, COVID came out. So I feel like there was he released a curse or something. Because so he's been in jail since COVID started, but kind of all of us have. True. We're all on house arrest.
True.
So
bet he dies in jail. Yeah, I mean he's going to die in jail, right?
He looks very unhealthy. Yeah.
Also, he came in with the walker. Was the walker real or was the walker theatrics?
I think it was fake.
I think it was fake.
And that's the kind of talk you're going to get here on the Newsboyz. We're talking about a news story.
I just fuck this up? Hang on. I think I just fucked up the chat. I don't know if I did or not. Maybe I didn't.
We should have a theme song.
Yeah, we need a Newsboyz theme song. We got a great Whitest Kids theme song the other day, but we'll save it for tomorrow, right?
Buckerson and Myers.
Buckerson and Myers theme song.
Yeah, we got a great Buckerson and Myers, but we need a news. We should. So if someone wants to make us a theme song, that'd be great.
A Newsboyz theme song.
Yeah, they should just use the. They should just use that wet ass pussy song, and basically there's some news in this house. There's some news in this house. At the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's funny. I don't think I've listened to Wet Ass Pussy all the way through.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Are you joking?
No. It's not a great song, but I think that part's catchy. There's some hoes in this house. The beginning, I like that.
We can't play it, can we? Will we get in trouble if we play that song on Twitch? Yeah.
Someone said wet ass P word, please. Oh, you're not allowed. You're not supposed to say the whole song.
You can cuss on Twitch, right?
I don't know. I think that person was just offended.
Oh, that person can.
Yeah. So one thing Zach and I talked about was that we want to do a show where because there's news happens every day. It's hard to keep track of it. And there's also all the news is biased. You got Fox News biased, CNN, MSNBC, all of them have their own little slant. And people have told me a lot of times, the only people that I trust to be unbiased would be you and your friend Zach. So that was the idea for this, right, Zach?
Uh-huh. But we've kind of painted ourselves into a little bit of a corner because we don't really want to talk about Trump. And it's
everyone does that.
Because all news sort of leads to Trump one way or another. So we're going to see if we can dodge that shit.
And it seems all comedy is just Trump now. Doesn't it?
Is even all comedy Trump? I feel like it's not even, you can't even be funny about it anymore.
Yeah. So I don't want to talk about Trump. And also we don't want to be a downer because most of the news is bad, right? I got a headache today because of all the smoke outside.
Yeah. Yeah. So we both live in Southern California and it's orange here. It's not as orange as it is up in San Francisco, but it is disgusting here. Yeah, my throat's all fucked up. And dude, so my wife told me today, here's some news. She said that the fire near us in Angeles Crest is only 6% contained, and they don't think it's going to go out until October 15th.
Wow.
Can we deal with this for a month, really? It feels so unsafe right now because if you want to, I can't fly back to the East Coast and stay with friends and family there because of coronavirus. Because you can't fucking fly. I don't want to drive across the country. I can't stay here because the air is so bad. It's just it's bad times.
Just stay inside.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I have a buddy who's a firefighter, and he told me but not a house firefighter, a forest firefighter. His job is they fight forest fires, and he said that whenever you hear something is a certain percentage of contained, if they say 6% contained, that means it's 12. But they cut it in half for the press. That way, if they lose some ground, people don't panic. They don't want people to be it's 12 because it fluctuates all the time. So they want people to be we got it 12% contained. Now we have it 8. They're losing, so they always cut it in half so they can lose ground and it's not alarming.
They're making it seem a little bit more dangerous than it is, so that people take it seriously. And then they don't look bad if it... Okay, that's pretty awesome. It's kind of like the doctor who gets the cancer diagnosis, right? And he tells the patient, you've got 6 months to live, even if the patient has 2 years to live. That way, if he lives 2 years, he looks like a fucking great doctor. And if he dies in 6 months, it's like, well,
Is that true or are you making that up?
No, I've heard that.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Firefighters are fucking crazy. Oh, they're quoting our movie. I forgot.
Yeah.
I was just reading the chat.
Also, we should say that we're starting the show. This is the very first show of the Newsboyz. And by God, what a day to pick it, right? This is like a holiday for news.
Jesus Christ.
September 11th.
Yeah, man. Which is, we talked about how we all met at September 11th. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. We met Timmy on September 11th. Mm-hmm. So September 11th is a big day for us, so it's a perfect day to start a new show.
It's a very dark day in many ways. Zach, can your wife do laundry as you guys do the news in the future? That would... No, not going to happen. All right, so what do we want to do? Is there a news story? Hey, do you want to talk about gender reveals, which is the cause of all of this smoke in Southern California?
Oh yeah, so that's pretty much the last news story I'm aware of, because I was trying a thing this week where I wasn't going to watch the news all week so that I could learn about the news during the show.
Did you succeed?
Pretty much. Like,
really?
I don't really know what's happening. Like, I assume it's not good. Like the sky has gotten worse. So I've just been looking at the news as a bird does, where it's like, well,
dude, what if like shit really went sideways? There's like stormtroopers going down your street, and you're like, I can't look. I told Zach I would save it for the show. You're like, I'm very curious. I'd love to know.
I feel like if it was big, it would infringe on it would come to me. Like
people would start telling you like, you need to evacuate Los Angeles, bud.
Yeah. So I just know about those dumbasses with the baby reveal that set everything on fire. That was kind of the last thing that I knew about.
Do you think that a baby reveal that leads to burning down half the state, and I'm aware also that that's not the incident that led to all the fires, but like that was a real big one. Do you think that fucks a kid up?
I think it means I'm scared of what that kid is. If that's the gender reveal, like that's like an antichrist.
No shit, dude.
Yeah, like here's the gender reveal.
His name's Damien.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it like fucks him up a little bit because the parents probably have to go to jail, right?
Well, I heard that Gavin Newsom said that he was considering, I don't know if he's really doing this, someone in chat could probably know, he said that he was going to hold this family financially accountable for all of the damage, which is like...
That's insane.
Why don't you just drop a nuke on them? Like, you can't... That's insane.
It also means nothing because like what the damage is going to be in like the billions. Yeah. So then it's like they'll just declare bankruptcy.
The dude's like, the dad is like 85 and he like can't retire. I mean, what else is there? Yeah. Yeah, they said the family's going to pay for it. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I think they should just post their pictures. That's it. That's the punishment. Just post their pictures. Be like, these are the dumbasses. Find them.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't do that because that's bad. But that would be just. I mean, they haven't posted the pictures of them, have they?
I have no idea. I don't know.
That would be. God, they're having a horrible week. Those. And
kids. They have a baby coming, so it's like the timing couldn't be worse for these people.
Do you think that they're kind of like, 2020?
Yeah. Do you think who does the wife get to call and complain about? And, like complain to? It's there's no sympathy. It's fucking insane.
Because then also in my mind, like
somebody says she miscarried. Jesus Christ, that's dark. What?
Like something. Someone said doxing is cringe. That's right. We're not saying to dox them.
No.
I just want to see what they look like because in my mind. They look like the stupidest fucking people in the world. Like, her eyes are going in different directions. They've got like a dumb fucking smile.
Giant foreheads, Yeah.
Big underbite. And I just want to see them so that I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought.
It's like if I'm driving and someone like cuts me off or does something fucking terrible in traffic, I want to like get up beside them and I want to fucking see what this person looks like. Do you have that instinct? I'm like,
and you want him to be like, deformed and like, I'm sorry.
So I can be like, yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
So, I don't know. I mean, we don't want to dox them.
No, these is probably whites. Yeah, the gender reveal people. Yes, they are probably whites.
So Trevor, what are you drinking? I'm drinking a White Claw.
Ah, those are the big thing.
I've only had like 2.
You know, I got married like right before Tinder came out, and then I stopped drinking, and then White Claw comes out, and it seems like both of those things seem like the greatest thing in the world to me, and I'll never experience them.
White Claw, you could fall off the wagon.
I could. Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
It's a long life, buddy.
Yeah, I could burn it down once or twice. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't know. Like I was skeptical because I don't know. To me, it just reminds me of that old like Zima stuff that was lame.
Right, and the Smirnoff Ice, right? That was the whole thing.
Yeah, but I'm trying to drink less tequila in my life, and so I was like, "Well, let's try this," and it's just really good. It's good for summer because it's refreshing. It's just like
I feel like the difference between White Claw and Zima and those other things, although maybe I'm wrong about Zima, is the sugar, right? What makes it a girly drink and revolting is that the Smirnoff Ice is like sugar, whereas White Claw is just like LaCroix with a shot, right?
Yeah, it's good. Like you kind of forget you're drinking because you're just kind of like, this is just a good drink. So,
someone asked, Zach's an alcoholic? Zach is an alcoholic. Yes, he is. Zima was too sugary. Okay, so Zima was sugary. I don't think I ever drank Zima.
You remember there used to be a drink. What was the drink where there would be a thing where you would it was a dumb thing from like 2008, 2009 where if you walked into the room, maybe this was a New York thing, I don't know, but like if someone had this really shitty beer. Do you remember what this was? I
thought it was the Smirnoff challenge where if you get down on one knee, they have to drink it out of their shoe or some shit like that.
No, I don't remember that, but it was like if someone gets down on one knee and goes boom and points a drink at you, you have to drink it. And we were shooting one season of Whitest Kids, and we did it to Timmy all the time. And he had some weird dignity thing where he was like, "No,
I remember this."
He was like, "Nope, they did it to me. I have to drink it." Like
I
it would
won't
be like
dishonor the challenge by not drinking.
So we kept doing it to him for like months. Like we just kept challenging him like at the worst times, and he'd be like, "Oh, come on, guys!" Like, and then he'd like drink the thing. And then I remember this was season 5. That's what it was. It was the last day of shooting Whitest Kids. We finished the last sketch. And then we had the whole crew going to like a rooftop bar for like a big party afterwards. And as soon as we yelled cut, Timmy had carried one because I kept getting him. Like I'd been doing it to him all the time. And then he kept one. And like, as soon as I walked off stage, he goes, boom, Smirnoff challenge like that. And there's just stuff going on. I was like, I'm not doing that, Timmy. And I went past him and he was so mad at me because he was like, because he had done it. He's like, the dignity. He had done it like all this time. And then I just brushed it aside. It was like, because it's not a real rule. It's a stupid drinking game.
Yeah, you didn't have to drink all those Smirnoffs, dude. At any point, you could have said, fuck off.
But he was like legit mad at me. I think we had to have a conversation. And it was like, it's one of those things where it's like you're having a serious conversation about a really stupid thing. Like, you know, Timmy, if I realized that the Smirnoff challenge meant that much to you, I guess I would have taken it more seriously when we were...
I remember we played Edward 40 Hands, right? At Sam's apartment.
Yeah.
Did we pee our pants? Did that happen? Or was that just...
I don't remember peeing pants. No. I remember... Yeah, Sam used to live in an apartment that was falling down. Like the walls all were like this. And
they had to leave because it was condemned.
And it fell down. They left and it fell down within the year. All right, so we should get into some news.
All right, let's get into some news. What story? I can't screen share, so I don't know if you want to find a story on the web.
Well, also, okay, I'll go look for the first time. I'm going to go look at news sites. But also, if anyone in the chat wants to suggest a news story, if you guys have seen the news, maybe that's how we do Newsboyz. It's like you guys bring up the news, and then we'll talk about it or we'll learn about it. You guys teach us about the news.
Yeah. Somebody says Epstein. He's dead. There's no new news, right?
Oh, see, I haven't paid attention this week, so
I don't think there's anything. I think
he's still dead.
Yeah,
that's good.
Ghislaine Maxwell. Is there news with Ghislaine?
Is it Ghislaine?
Well, that person spelled it horribly, but
I think it's Ghislaine.
Xbox news. Oh yeah, the new X. We could talk briefly. Are you going to get one of the new gen consoles? The Xbox is going to be $500. I saw, and they haven't announced when.
I'm debating. I might get. I might switch because I do Xbox, but I might switch over to PlayStation this time.
What does your wife do though? She's Xbox?
She is Switch. She is Animal Crossings. That's pretty much.
Didn't I recommend you get her The Witcher 3 and she played it? You can't play that on Switch.
Yeah, but I don't know that she's going to play anything besides Animal Crossings from now on.
That's how my wife is, dude. She plays Animal Crossing every day.
My wife used to be like Xbox and into all that stuff, but like since coronavirus, it's just Animal Crossing.
Yep.
And like, and I don't see her ever coming out of it.
Yeah. Oh, Witcher 3 is on Switch. Okay. Why do you keep saying Cyberpunk 2020? Isn't it Cyberpunk 2077? Isn't that the whole thing? I don't know.
Talk about Snowden being vindicated. That's right. Some court. Was that this week or was that was a week ago?
Okay, tell me. I don't know about the Dune trailer.
I did hear about this, that a court like ruled that, yep, everything that Snowden was telling us was completely against the law. So he's vindicated for being a whistleblower.
Oh, not that it was against the law for him to tell us.
No, they were like, all right.
He was the content of his leak was.
It was legit, and it was all illegal what they were doing. So he's vindicated, but he'll probably still never be able to come back. I voted for Edward Snowden in the last election.
You did?
I wrote him in. Yeah.
Okay, so you know way more about the Snowden and the leaks, like Julian Assange, Snowden, and then who is the trans person who leaked?
I wrote her in as vice president.
Oh, they weren't on the ballot. You just wrote their names?
No, I just wrote them in because I don't like voting, but then my wife makes me, and she's like, at least go down. It's part of the process. Do your job like as like a American. And so then I go down and I just like write things in.
You didn't do that in 2016, did you?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I did Snowden.
Well, look what you did.
I live in California. It doesn't matter. This is, after it happened, that's what people were all mad at me. And I was like, it doesn't matter. It's California. Come
Chelsea
on.
Manning. Yes, thank you.
Chelsea Manning, yes.
Chelsea, right. Okay, so break it down for me, dude. I'm kind of admittedly ignorant about this. I know what Julian Assange is all about with WikiLeaks. I know he collaborated with Stone and the Russians to fuck Hillary, right? I'm right about that, right?
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. But he was WikiLeaks was big way before that.
I know. But that was his kind of, I guess that was his most recent big deal. Okay.
That was that's why everyone got real mad at him.
And is Assange still in the Ecuadorian embassy in Paris?
I think he's, or they're trying to get him here.
They haven't gotten him? See, for two newsboys, we don't know fucking shit about this stuff. But okay.
Yeah, well, looking at the chat, is Assange here? Nobody knows. And then Chelsea Manning, she was the one that leaked all that helicopter footage of the army just like blowing up like civilians and stuff.
And was Chelsea Manning, did she have anything to do with Abu Ghraib?
I don't know. She might have, maybe she did. I don't know.
Oh my God.
This is a great news show.
Yeah, right. This is like I don't know, maybe. Could have been.
It's two people who are passively interested in news, not really. Like, could easily go a week without looking at it, doing a news show.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right, what else? Let's move on. I think we thoroughly covered the whole leakers situation, right? We got it. We went through all the names.
Yeah. So let's see.
Do we have any good drug stories?
Someone said these two boomers can't use Google. I could look up the news. We're choosing not to. We're getting the news.
It's
from
more
you guys.
fun this way.
Yeah. Hey, whoever that was, it scrolled up too fast. I don't know who they are. Don't tell us how to do Newsboyz, you son of a bitch.
When you do Newsboyz, you can Google shit. When we do Newsboyz, we just kind of ruminate and move on. Yeah,
you stay in your fucking lane, whoever you were. All right, what should we talk about? Talk about Harambe. Oh, well, that's not current, but that's sad. Harambe.
Wait, what's Harambe?
The famous gorilla who was murdered.
Oh, I don't know about it. Here we go. We're on to it.
You don't know about Harambe?
No.
This is like years old, but it's there was a gorilla named Harambe who never wanted to hurt anybody, and some little fucking shit like got into his cage or something like that at the zoo.
Wait, and where? So, he's in the zoo. I thought he was like just a dude out in Africa, like in the jungle. Okay, he's in the zoo.
No, we would never know we don't know the gorilla's name.
There's lions. There's animals in the African wilds that have names that are precious to people.
How?
Because there's like internet sponsorships of people like sponsor a lion and sponsor a rhino and shit like that. They get killed and then people freak out.
Okay, so this was an American gorilla. He was in a zoo, and some little kid jumped in his cage, and so Harambe went over and was just checking him out, just like didn't rip him apart or anything, like And even if a gorilla ripped a child apart, you wouldn't even fault it. You're like, it's a gorilla, it's what they do. He didn't even do that. He went over and just was kind of like looking at him, and then they shot him to death. And so then everybody was sad. And then it became like a big meme, and people would do songs and everything like that. And a lot of people voted for Harambe in 2016.
Yeah. Good for them. Okay, somebody just said we should talk, and I think we should, about the Jerry Falwell Jr. situation. You know about this story?
Yeah. I do know about this. This was from 2 weeks ago.
All right. So should we DQ this one, or you want to get in?
No. Let's talk about it.
This is like one of my favorite stories, man, because this guy is such a piece of shit. Right? He's like, his dad is a big deal, so he just is. It's nepotism, which I abhor. So he kind of got his position from his fucking dad.
I believe my father designed the logo for that college.
Is that right?
Yeah,
because your father's a graphic designer and he's super conservative Christian, so he runs in those circles. So does he know the Falwells?
Yes, he does.
He does.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows the son. I think he knew the father. I think he knew like the original Falwell. I don't know that he knows this guy. But yeah, I think he designed the logo for Liberty University.
Fuck that place. So, and they have such repressive rules at Liberty University. You can't drink. You can't like be in a room with a girl behind, like in your dorm. Like you can't mix the shit. And then this dude goes out on a boat. He's posting photos with his pants undone with some lady with a glass of wine. And then did you hear his apology? Video?
No.
What can you screenshot? This is actually really hilarious. He's like calls into a radio show to apologize, and he's like trashed, and it's like,
oh really?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
God, do you think it's fun to be like just like a drug addict, like drunk, like who's like living like high on the hog, but then have this fake kind of life, and then like as soon as you're done, you're like whispering to all your friends, like, can you believe that stuff? Like, like just to be doing a double life like that. Like, do you think that's fun? That's got to be fun.
Yeah, if you can just not give a fuck, right?
Yeah,
totally.
Someone said, Trevor, stop rocking in your chair, it's freaking me out. Is it making noise? I don't know.
You need fuck you. Yeah, you need fuck you. He got caught on a boat, right?
Yeah.
Steve Bannon caught on a boat. That's when you're in that situation. Yeah, fuck you, man.
Yeah, that's pretty baller.
Yeah.
If I ever get arrested, I hope it's on a yacht.
Oh yeah, here's a good story from this week. Did you see this? I guess Donald Trump got nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize from some super right-wing Norwegian dude. And he like tweeted a fucking storm about it. Retweeted people congratulating him like fucking crazy. That's appropriate.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, do you think if we tweet congratulations to Trump, he'll retweet us?
I don't even want. No, don't do it. Nothing good can come of that.
I'm gonna wait. I should start tweeting really positive things to Trump about Trump and see if I can get retweeted by the president of the fucking United States of America.
God.
But I'll also,
it would be that difficult. I legit think he would do it. I think he could.
But I'll also put a link to Newsboyz so people can come. So it'll just be huge promotion. I'm gonna do it. Wait, I'll do it in a minute.
Isn't there? I think there's some new Tiger King news that happened this week, and I don't know what that is.
I bought my wife a cameo by the lady that killed or allegedly killed her husband,
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, because it was her birthday and it was quarantine, and I was like, oh, this will be funny. So I bought like a cameo from her, and I asked her if she would basically record a voicemail greeting for my wife that my wife could use as her voicemail from now on. Like, hey, this is so-and-so, and leave your message at the beep. She can't come right now. And she did it so that my wife has that as her voicemail now. She has Carol Baskin's like acting as her secretary.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Wait, did you have Don Knotts do that for you?
No, I used to collect celebrity phone numbers. Because I stole a bunch of Lorne Michaels' phone numbers from his Rolodex when I was his intern. And then one of your friends was the babysitter for Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman.
Yeah, my friend Ryan, who ended up marrying Ethan Hawke, which is fucking crazy.
Oh, wow.
She was their au pair, and then Uma was out, and Ryan was in, and now they're married.
Well, I seem to remember that I would trade celebrity phone numbers with that person.
What?
Yes, maybe I'm wrong. And I think it was through you. Like, oh, get this number from her and I'll give you this number, like kind of thing like that. So, but I had great ones. I had Monica Lewinsky and all these.
Monica Lewinsky, I remember I wanted her number from you and you wouldn't give it to me, but you were like, I tell you what, dude, I was like, I just want to call her. I just want to call Monica Lewinsky one time. You're like, you can call her from my phone. So I called Monica Lewinsky from your phone. It was her voicemail. And I go, I kind of choked and I was like, hey, Joanne, it's Zach. Give me a call back. And I gave my number. And then like 5 minutes later, Monica Lewinsky called my cell phone and was like, hey, I just want you to know you called the wrong number. I didn't want you to think you got stood up or anything. I was like, thank you so much. She's like, okay, bye. Yeah. I was like, bye. And I was like, now I have her number. And I still have it. And I'll never use it because she was so nice. And yeah.
Yeah, she was super nice. Actually, so my
Wait, did you meet her?
No. But the show that I run now, like when we kind of wrapped for the season, we have a thing. We have an ongoing joke where we always try to get a celebrity to send a video before every taping of a show, wishing us a good show. And so I had told that story to somebody about Monica Lewinsky, and actually I think I had said that I called because that I just conflated the story, like because I just remember calling all the time. But then Monica Lewinsky did a video for our show. And in the thing, she goes, and by the way, Trevor, please stop calling me. So like she was like a good sport about it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And I remember, and so also I was in a meeting with a guy on a pitch once, and a guy from a network. I don't want to say his name, but you know him.
What network?
I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
And so I was telling about, all the phone numbers I had. And then he got really excited about Monica Lewinsky. And he was like, can I have Monica Lewinsky? So I was like, well, you're a big guy. You got to have numbers. I'll trade you one. And then he goes, well, I have Buzz Aldrin's because we're doing a reality show with him right now. And I was like, all right, so we'll trade Monica Lewinsky for Buzz Aldrin. And so then I had Buzz Aldrin. And then one day, I can let you take this because you did the call.
So we were writing, what sketch were we? We were writing a sketch about the moon landing for Whitest Kids.
It was the moon land. I think that's what it was called.
What happens in that sketch?
It's a kid asks who is holding the camera for the moon landing.
Oh, yeah. Because we didn't know. We were hanging out. We were like, who filmed it? Like, who's filming the dude come out of the shuttle and land on the moon? Like, that guy's the first guy on the moon. And we like couldn't.
I remember, we were writing the sketch. And the sketch was the protagonist, the kid, was asking the question, and his teacher didn't know. So then the teacher called the principal. The principal didn't know, and then he called the governor, and it would keep going up.
But we started because we didn't know. So
I think we didn't come to that until we were writing it. As we were writing it, I remember us being like, wait, who did fucking shoot this thing? And so it was like mid-sketch, we were like, wait, who did? And we looked online. There was no information about it.
Yeah. And so you were like, well, I have Buzz Aldrin's phone number. I was like, fuck it, I'll call him. So I called Buzz Aldrin's house. And I remember his wife answered the phone. And I was like, I don't know why I did it this way. But I was like, yeah, can I talk to Mr. Aldrin? I like acted like a little kid. And his wife was like, he can't come to the phone. And she's like, what do you want? I was like, well, I'm doing a book report on the moon landing. And I who filmed the moon landing? If Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, who was filming it? And she was like, it was a robot arm. It was on the side of the thing. I was like, oh. And she's like, but Buzz was the one who filmed all the footage of the golfing and the jumping. That was footage. She goes, that was footage of Buzz that Neil took. Okay. She like wanted me to put that in the report, that like all the footage of the astronaut jumping around, that was Buzz. Okay. Do you know that? I was like,
well, yeah. I remember like you got off and you're like, she's really like worked up about like, this footage, because evidently a lot of times they credit that as being Neil Armstrong. And she's like, no, it was Buzz because Neil had the camera.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh my God. So that the Aldrins are like, you can tell they're feisty. I mean, Buzz Aldrin punched that dude in the face, which is one of the coolest things ever. Chad, I don't know if you saw that, but it's a good one.
Well, Buzz Aldrin, I mean, so when they landed on the moon, they were basically using maritime protocol, like for the Navy. And it's never the captain that steps off first, because like, what if something happens to them? It's usually the second in command that is historically the first person to set foot on uncharted territory. Like, you don't send the boss, you send the second up. But
because what if a Martian pops up or a moon man? And
exactly. What if? So and they changed protocol because they thought Buzz was such a blowhard that they're like, this can't be the guy who's the face of this forever. They're like Neil is a very demure, very respected, kind of quiet guy, and so they were like, it's gonna be Neil, and so that and they did the right thing because flash forward 30 years later, Buzz Aldrin's doing WWE. Buzz Aldrin was doing wrestling and stuff like that. So yeah.
Wait, someone says Zach changed the category name. Fuck, is it still? It's not still Vice City, is it? Guys, is it still Vice City? Can someone help me out here? It is? Fucking A. Trevor, somebody in chat said we should talk about the Navy releasing the UFO footage, which I thought you would have things to say about that.
I love that. So the guy, I forget his name, the Blink 182 guy. I forget his name. What's his name? Tom somebody, right? I'm looking at the chat. His name's Tom DeLonge. I had lunch with him 4 years ago because me and my writing partner were doing stuff in the kid space, and then he had some ideas. Actually, we were developing a UFO prank thing, and so he was involved in UFO research. So they're like, well, we'll put you guys together at a lunch, and you can see if anything comes out of that. So we had lunch with him, and we were just asking about aliens the whole time. And I just remember he was so calm and sure of himself, where he was like, oh no, he's like, I have footage that you cannot refute. He was like, I have my project that I've been doing. I've been talking with, generals that are very high up in the military, active generals. They're all talking to me on the record. He's like, I have all of this footage. And we were like, wow, that's crazy. He seems very confident. Seems like he's not bullshitting. And then 3 years later, his organization, the thing that he started, is the one that got that footage out.
No shit.
Yeah, he did it. If you want to give somebody the credit for disclosure of the UFO thing, it's Tom DeLonge. And the crazy thing is that they basically, the government, when that video came out, the government was like, yeah, we've been researching it for a while. We don't know what this is. There are UFOs. And this year has been such a clusterfuck that everybody was like, huh, that's interesting. And they went on with their lives. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
It's been disclosed. UFOs are real. And the government has admitted it, and nobody's talking about it because we can't go to restaurants. It's insane.
Somebody in chat's like, Tom DeLonge is an idiot. Wait, doesn't Tom DeLonge have another side to him? What's his deal?
Well, he was in a band.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, dude. I was fucking with the Twitch thing at the beginning of that story. So did I miss that? Was he in NoFX? Is that why everyone's talking about NoFX?
No. He was in Blink 182, right?
Oh, is that fucking guy? Oh, yeah. Jesus. Okay. Wait, is he the one with the wide face?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Old wide face Tom, we call him.
Yeah, he's got kind of a round cherubic head.
Yeah, I said that at the dinner, at the lunch. I was like, you don't mind if I called you a wide-faced Tom, right? And he was like, oh, no, it's fine. Everyone does.
It is very wide. I am aware. I wish I could change it.
I can't fix it. I look like Charlie Brown.
I've seen doctors. They'd say they have to crush my skull. So, I'm weighing my options. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, you can't do anything if you got a big fucking face.
If you got a wide head, you're kind of fucked. Yeah.
There's no surgery for that.
Yeah. Wait, did I tell on the story of in New York? Was that on Twitch where we told that story about the fucking band where I was at the bar and my buddy Jonathan? Oh,
we told that. I don't know if we told it on Twitch or if we told it.
But we didn't release that video though, right?
No. Go ahead. We should tell that.
Yeah,
that's a good. Do you want? I'll start it.
Okay.
So. I like in our news show.
Yeah, this is our news show?
Our news show is no different than any other Twitch stream we do. But it is. And if everybody just settle the fuck down. I'm yelling at people who haven't even said anything.
Yeah.
So there was a mass murder that happened at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, big news.
Yeah, in 2004 or 2000.
2003, I think, something like that.
Yeah. And the guy, he went and he shot everybody up. It was horrible.
Sun Yoon Park, I think, was his name. He was Korean. I think it was Sun Yoon Park. I'm not sure though.
Sun Yoon Park. I don't think
I'm getting it wrong. Yeah.
I think that's somebody else.
Okay. My apologies.
Yeah. So there he shot up the school, and then when they started, when they were looking into his life afterwards, his roommate was like, yeah, there was this song "Shine" by, what was the band?
I think it was Candlebox.
And so you might have heard it if you listen to Lithium on Sirius XM, where it's like, whoa, heaven let your light shine down. Down, 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 down. Yeah. That was the thing. That was the hook.
It's so bad. It's such a terrible song.
Everyone's saying it's Collective Soul.
Oh, Collective Soul. Yeah, it's Collective Soul.
Yeah. So this fucker was obsessed with Collective Soul.
So this guy sucked. Beyond just being a mass murderer, he also sucked.
They should have locked him up for this.
Yeah.
He was just writing the lyrics to "Shine" by Collective Soul all over his dorm room, and he would listen to it on a loop, and he would listen to it 24 hours a day. This poor fucking roommate must have been like, oh my God. And so then that's what's happening, and then he goes and kills everybody. So that's an interesting story. Fast forward 5 or 6 years, Zach's at a bar.
I'm very, very drunk in New York City with this guy, this actor who I do not enjoy his company, but we were here in the same spot. And I'm in the bar. I go outside. I'm having a cigarette, and I'm telling him about. So I'm smoking a cigarette. He comes out. He's like, dude, my buddy's in there. He's in Collective Soul. So, you could meet Collective Soul if you want to. I fucking hate Collective Soul. I don't care. I'm like, that they wrote that song "Shine" that Virginia Tech killer was obsessed with. He wrote the lyrics on his wall. That was his favorite song in the world. He that was his band. He goes, no way. He's like, that's crazy. So he goes in. I finish my cigarette. 20 minutes later, I go in. He grabs me by the arm and he pulls me over. And he's like, dude, Zach, this is Kevin. I'm like, oh, hey, man. He's like, Kevin's in Collective Soul. I'm like, yeah, oh, okay, cool. He goes, tell him. I'm like, what? He's like, tell him the thing. I'm like, he's like, tell him. He's like, Kevin, listen to this. This is going to blow your fucking mind. And he goes, tell him. I'm like, you probably already know this. I'm sure I'm not telling you this, but the Virginia Tech shooter was, obsessed with your song "Shine," and I guess you were his favorite band, and that's all. And he just looked at me and was like, "Yeah, I know that." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I know you know that. I know." Yeah. It was the most fucking awkward interaction of my life, and that guy sucks. I don't hang out with that guy.
I mean, yeah, he must have been like, what do you want? Where does this conversation go from here? Yeah. What do you want to happen now?
Yeah. What is this reaction supposed to be? Whoa, he was a fan? Wow. He was a soul head?
Lost a fan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that?
Or he's like, that's crazy. That's what the song was about.
Yeah, it worked. Hey, Barry, it worked. Dude, have you ever heard the Incredible Hulk 80s mixtape album that he released?
The Incredible Hulk album?
Not the Incredible Hulk. Who's Hulk Hogan? Jesus Christ. Hulk Hogan. I'm a fucking idiot. Hulk Hogan made a kid's record in the 80s when he was a big deal. And one of the songs on it is about a fan who died of cancer. And he has this song, and it's this really sad pop song. And the chorus is, "The world just lost another Hulkamaniac." I wish Hulk's love could bring you back. It's dude, this child is dead.
Really?
And you see him as another Hulkamaniac bites the dust. You fucking sociopath.
Oh, we have to be able to listen.
It does exist. It's on YouTube. Pull it up. All
right. They're not going to kick us off for playing this.
No. It's so fucked up.
If so, fuck them. We'll go to YouTube. We don't need them.
They'll probably give us it's called Hulkster in Heaven. Yeah. YouTube Hulkster in Heaven.
We'll Dr. Demento this shit and leave. What was the guy's
Dr. Disrespect, yeah.
Dr. Demento, I'm 1,000 years old.
Maybe just play the audio. I know you want to see the video. I don't know if he made a music video for it, though.
Okay, this is just a guy. Okay, how do I do this? All right.
Screen share.
So, okay. Share screen. Share computer sound.
Dr. Pimento.
This is great. I mean, already, this show is fantastic. The Newsboyz.
Newsboyz, dude.
Newsboyz is fucking great.
Now everyone can see your viewing history, dude. On the right, or what the algorithm wants. What if it was all like hard right wing, like alt right, really fucked up?
No, it's some of my songs, which is kind of embarrassing, but like
I don't blame you.
It's fine.
You check
I look
the comments.
at that every now
There's
and
nothing
then.
wrong with that.
Yeah, I do. I check comments. I like to see when people say I look old. All right, so here it is.
Let's listen. Oh, it's so terrible. It's immediately terrible.
I saw it on TV. I guess it'll be one empty seat when I wrestle at Wembley. I used to tear my shirt, but now you tore my heart. I knew you were a Hulkamaniac right from the very start.
Right from the start, you were my friend.
You were my friend.
This is nothing.
Do you think this kid's even real?
That's a great question.
Monster comes to heaven.
Heaven, heaven, heaven.
We'll tag up again.
Again,
Here it comes.
again. The world just slows.
Another Hulkamaniac.
My friend to the end. I'll see you again.
I wish Hope's love could bring you back again.
Okay. All right. That's it. You've heard the best part. How fucking amazing is that shit, dude?
For the record, we're not laughing about a young kid's death.
No.
It's
I'm laughing at Hulk Hogan's idiocy.
Yeah, and his self-importance.
Oh my god. Here, unshare the screen.
Didn't I?
No, you always do this.
I don't know how to unshare screens.
At the top, it says stop share. It's like a little red button at the top. This is like the other day where it was like 3 minutes of like, you got to click the button there, buddy.
I know, but the thing is, how about now?
Yeah, good.
Okay. The thing is on my screen. Oh, you know what it is? You're looking at the Twitch.
No, I'm looking at the Zoom, dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just like the total lack of awareness, you know? Just, yeah.
I mean, yeah, to be like, a child died. How can I bet I could get a Grammy off this. You know, this would show him a different side of the Hulk, like that I'm sensitive and I'm like, you know, because you know there's like these machinations going in their head, like, oh, this could be good, and it's like, you know. So, someone says audio delay.
Audio delay, huh? Really? Still? Oh yeah, it's weird because I feel like I'm seeing it actually in my fucking thing. Say something.
Hey.
It's fine.
Someone said, you guys are fucking boomers.
Yeah, no shit. We're boomers. Fuck you.
Yeah, we're old. That's what happens when you somehow don't die.
Yeah. You're going to be a boomer too.
Or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how old? When is the boomer cutoff? When are you actually a boomer?
Well, it's not a real, I mean, it's not like we're not.
I know we're not boomers.
I think technically you and I are either the oldest year of millennials or the youngest year of Gen X. But like, I think what boomer just means is anybody who's old, which is like, I think, well, you know, basically after 25, you're a boomer.
Brutal. What else do we get into? What else, Newsboyz? What are we doing?
Well, I need to get another drink.
Go ahead. Hulk Hogan tried to pull an Eric Clapton. That's exactly what it was, but his kid didn't die, so he's trying to do it for somebody else's kid.
You know what would be interesting is to see who did it first, because maybe Eric Clapton saw what Hulk did and was like, that's a fucking moneymaker. And like, you know, he like honed in on his thing.
And then Eric Clapton like set his son. I mean, this is a dark route to go down, but he was like,
yeah.
Are you bringing tragedy, dude?
Zach, are you bringing Newsboyz there in our first episode?
Yeah, let's reel it back in here a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just going to look up Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven, right? Okay, we got what year? 1992.
Oh, Hulk beat him, definitely.
Yeah, Eric Clapton was copying Hulk.
That's kind of
right.
sad.
I'm gonna grab a
He was
drink.
more talented than that. Talk about Go ahead, go get your thing.
What if we just uncovered something here? Is when we looked into it, we found that all of Eric Clapton's songs were just ripoffs of something the Hulk did in like the 80s.
Yeah. Wait, remember in Stripes? Here, go ahead. I'll tell the people. I guess we were writing a Stripes reboot for TV like 2 years ago. It didn't end up going, but it was cool. We're doing it with Ivan Reitman. But we had a scene where our hero like had just gotten fired and dumped on the same day, and he was in this bar and he was playing "Tears in Heaven" on repeat because it was the only song that really spoke to his situation. He didn't get that his fucking kid. It was a good joke. It's a great joke. What else? What else should we get into? Chat, what questions can I answer? Talk about Civil War on drugs, please. No, we'll wait for the whitest kids. It's not time for that. Somebody keeps saying talk about Netflix cuties. What's cuties?
So I know what that is. I think it's a show that Netflix acquired from some other country. And, I guess the promo of it was like sexualizing kids or something. The
premise of it?
I don't know. I just know the promo was like.
Was it like a documentary expose? I
don't know. Okay. I don't know. But it was like, I know that's what people were mad at. It was like, I never read the article. I just saw it was like a poster of like kids like posing and everyone's like, oh, they're sexualizing kids. So everybody got mad. Oh. That's all I know about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not aware of it. Not a documentary. Okay, that's fucked up. Was Reese Darby a super dick? No, he's not a super dick. He's a good guy. It's like twerking kids. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh.
Zach, why did my parents get divorced? Because you have a tendency to be kind of annoying late at night.
Do you think most parents get divorced because of their kids?
I think it's more common than society would like us to think.
Because you can't say that.
No.
You know, but it's like things were going along fine until the kids, and then it probably like the added stress, like all of a sudden like that. It's probably I would say it's probably the case 100% of the time. It's like
ask yourself this question: before you were born, your parents met each other and got married, or didn't? Who knows? Maybe they didn't get married, but they liked each other a whole lot. What's different now? You are there.
Who's the fifth wheel?
My parents got divorced and put me and my twin up for adoption due to them being drug addicts. I'm sorry.
So that was probably more of the drugs.
Yeah. And in your case, maybe you're off the hook.
But so, Zach, parents divorced.
Yep.
But you have like 5 brothers?
I have 3 brothers. There are 4 boys. Which is, that adds a lot of fucking stress to a marriage.
but you're not the youngest one.
I'm number 2.
Right. So it was whatever the youngest one is, that's probably the one you blame for the parents' divorce because they were keeping it together with the first 3. And then when he came along, it all fucking fell to shit.
That's right. Sam blew it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. My parents got divorced because I took naked Polaroids of myself and left them in my dad's sock drawer. You know what? That video got us a lot of problems, didn't it? Get a new daddy.
It did.
Yeah. That raised some eyebrows out there.
That was yeah. I don't know if we would have done that now.
Yeah.
No, there was I don't know if we should talk about that, but there was a case where it was like a kid claimed that their dad was doing something like that, and then the dad said that it was bullshit because she watched our show.
And I think they showed that sketch in court.
Yeah. It's a couple times our show has gotten into like court. Like there was a Supreme Court case that was fought where I Want to Kill the President of the United States was brought in as evidence. And the Supreme Court had to watch that. It's called like the United States versus Elonius or something. So because I remember it was the nightly news all of a sudden started playing that sketch, like the NBC nightly news, and everyone started calling me being like, dude, they're playing an old whitest kid sketch on like Tom Brokaw nightly news. Like, and so, but that's, it got all the way up to the Supreme Court and they ruled in favor of the guy who was using us as a defense.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe fuck yeah. I guess.
Yeah, he could have been a horrible guy.
Yeah,
We
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea. Yeah, yeah.
Elonis versus United States is the case. Wow. Good job, Chet.
Yeah.
All right. Right on. My friend went to college with John Cena. John Cena did some crazy shit. I sent you incredibly sensitive stuff in your DMs. I have never shared this info before, and I want you guys to look at it. Dead serious.
Why? What do you want to happen? Like, what are we supposed to do?
Why
with
are we
this?
the ones you're turning to about this?
Look, by the way, I mean, Newsboyz is only an hour old, and I love the community we have here, and I like that people are bringing us leads and scoops because I think this show can be a place where we break a lot of news and we crack things open. We're like Ronan Farrow.
Yeah.
But what do you want us to do with this sensitive John Cena information? And what did he do? Can you put it in the chat?
Well, should I just try and check the DMs here of the thing? Let's see if there's any John Cena sensitive info. Oh God!
What happened with Darren?
I highlighted. Here it is. I highlighted the Cena part. I'm not clicking a link, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, don't send a link, asshole.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you an asshole. I'm just worked up.
He's like chained up in John Cena's basement right now, and he's like, I gotta get these guys to get me out of here, please. Yeah.
I met John Cena. I did a sketch with him.
Yeah, was he cool? What was he like? This was before he was really famous, because I remember you came back, you're like, yeah, I did a sketch with a wrestler. I was like, why?
Yeah, he was really cool. He was really nice. I remember the director was very mad at how tall I was. Because John Cena's not that tall. And so like, you know, they didn't like that I was that much taller than him. So I had to like squish down a lot. But he was really funny. That's what I remember. It's
really?
Like I was surprised that a wrestler was that funny. And there was this bit where he just in the sketch he was supposed to, I don't even think it made it into the sketch. It was something that there was a joke where he would just rip his shirt off. And we had to do it like 8 times. And it was like nothing. He would just be like, okay. And he'd just pull his shirt off. Like, not like take it off, just like shred it. Like,
was it a stunt shirt or was it a normal shirt?
I don't know. I mean, it looked just like a normal shirt to me, and he would just pull it off. And he did it like 7 times in a row. And I was like, I would end every conversation with that. If I had the ability to do that, like as soon as I made my point, I would just pull it off and walk away, and everybody would be like, all right, damn, all right.
Cut to 20 minutes later, you're like waiting for the bus with no shirt on.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you have to have a backpack. So you have lots of shirts in your backpack. Yeah.
you think of another good idea, you put on a new shirt, do it again.
Yeah. No, but he was really cool. I liked him a lot.
Here's some news. I met Art Garfunkel, and he was a fucking dickhole. It's too bad. I'm sorry.
Timmy also, because Timmy, like there's like 5 months where Timmy went to college. And during that time, he got a job at like the Performing Arts Center at his college. And so he was like working the backstage when Art Garfunkel played the school. And I think he also said Art Garfunkel was an asshole.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Paul Simon hated Art Garfunkel.
Everyone hates Art Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When can you take donations for questions? You'll fund the movie so fast. Yeah, all of this, by the way, the Twitch and all of our YouTube and everything, we're trying to fund a movie that we wrote. So we'll get more into that another time.
We've written a movie that is our favorite thing we've written. We're very happy about it. We have figured out how much it's going to cost for us to make it. And we were like, I bet we can do this just by doing like a Twitch and a YouTube channel. So that's why we're doing all of this. But then also,
I'm loving it, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah. So this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think we started this out with nefarious intentions and then kind of started to like enjoy it. So I'm loving it.
Okay, somebody said, and I love this, can you talk about Tom Waits' scene in Buster Scruggs? Because it was great. And I agree. That was fucking amazing, right? You saw Buster Scruggs, right? We've talked about this.
It's awesome. I'm just okay. So it's not news, but yeah,
it's not news. This is not a news story. This is just I'm taking a thing here. We're taking a divergent.
No, it's a great divergence.
Move on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I love that movie. I love the Coen brothers. I can watch anything, even like bad Coen brothers movies. I'm like, I enjoy it. Like
I
that
love
Hollywood
Intolerable Cruelty.
That's the one I don't like.
It's so fucking good, dude.
Yeah, no, I watched it because you told me you were like it's so good, and I watched it and I was so bored.
Yeah, no one likes it. No one likes it. But for me, it's like it's
Yeah.
Coen Brothers. It's Roger Deakins shooting it. He's incredible. It's like it's just the technical shit on display in that movie is like so great. But yeah, no one likes it.
It's like Bone Tomahawk, where I'm like, that's like one of my favorite movies, and you can't stand it. Like,
Okay, chat. Bone Tomahawk, good or bad? All caps good if you like it. All caps bad if you don't. I think it's a piece of flaming garbage. Trevor loves it.
S. Craig Zoller.
It's going to be all good. All these people are going to say good.
S. Craig Zoller is like my favorite director right now.
Everyone loves it. Thank you, Hansel. Hansel gets it. Okay, I auditioned. I got to tell this little quick thing. I auditioned for Bone Tomahawk. This might be part of the reason I don't like it. And it was for the character of like the young guy who like goes out with Kurt Russell, you know. And the scene that I had to read at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday in an office building in Beverly Hills was a scene where I get my dick cut off and shoved in my own mouth.
Which, by the way, that is one of the greatest parts of the movie.
It's the only really good part of the movie.
No.
Okay, we'll get into that later. So I had to like go in, meet the director. He looks like the comic book guy. He's got like a ponytail, and he's like, hey. He had a cool metal shirt on. I was like, oh, this guy listens to metal. Okay. And I was like, so I'm going to have my dick chopped off here in a second. He's like, you just got to go for it, man. I was like, it was like the most fucking humiliating thing. So at 10 a.m., I'm like, oh, God, no! And then I have to act like my dick is getting ripped off. And they're like, no, please, not. And I'm like eating my own dick. And then like, it's so embarrassing. And I'm like, well, thanks very much. Good luck with the movie. And then I like get in the car and I'm just like, I hate myself. I hate my life. I hate myself.
Did you?
And I didn't get it, obviously.
I think there might be something wrong because the chat stopped.
Hit refresh.
Oh.
Oh, no. Stopped for me, too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. It's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you narrate it as you were like, oh, now I'm eating my own dick.
Don't cut off my dick. Oh, you cut my dick off. Oh, dude, not in my mouth. Please, it's my own dick. That would be gross.
Not my dick. I love him. I think he's like the greatest. And I there's no movie that when a movie of his is coming out, I get more excited than any. I can't compare it to any other like film that's coming out. And one of my writers on my show wrote a letter to him and told him, she was like, my boss is obsessed with you, like that, like, you know. Yeah. And he sent me 2 scripts. He sent me Dragged Across Concrete, and he sent me a Brawl in Cell Block 99 autographed from him, and I have them.
Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and that's so I love
of
that
him. Dude. It's cool of him. It's the scripts are not cool. They're dog shit, but it's cool.
They're
of
very
him
cool
to do that. Yes.
Agree to disagree.
Guys, quit talking about Miss March 2 is not. No, stop it.
Although, like, when we started this channel, I called you one night and I was like, you know, it'd be funny is like, let's shoot a trailer for Miss March 2.
Oh, right.
I still think that would be funny to put up like on like YouTube, like we got the rights to it, and we're gonna like, it doesn't matter if everyone hated it, doesn't matter if like critics banned it. We're like, fuck it, we're making another one.
I think that movie has a 6 on Rotten Tomatoes. That should be like the lead thing. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 6.
Well, I get excited whenever I see like there'll be articles, like these clickbait articles where they're like the 20 worst movies of all time. I get excited. I'm like, oh, like we might be on it. Like, you know, and like I think we just miss it. Like I think we're the 21st.
No, we were on it this year.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
This year?
Well, I got one this year. That was like, like 20 worst movies ever made. It's like, oh man, god damn it.
Oh, you get bummed out?
I get a little bummed out.
Oh, I get
it gets a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. I was too kind. 5. Oh god. Thank you, chat.
I think it probably bummed me out the first couple of years, but now I get excited. I'm like,
you do?
I'm like, oh, let's see. And because it's always like, you know, whenever someone talks about it, they're like, these fucking idiots had no business being in, like, you know, which is true.
It's like, for me, I haven't watched that movie since like the last test screening that we were forced to be at. Like, so for I don't know how long is that? So like 10 years I didn't watch it.
Yeah, more than that. Yeah.
Until I popped in the Discord. There's a WKUK Discord, and they were watching it. We popped in together to look at it, and it was tough. I hadn't like laid eyes on it, and I was uncomfortable watching it. I had to, yeah.
It's funny. Like, to me, I feel like the movie is very much like the Whitest Kids show. Whereas, like, if I watch an episode, there's parts where I'm like, oh, this is funny. This is good. And then there's sketches where I'll be like, yeah, that didn't work.
Yeah.
You know? And I think the problem was we treated the movie.
Yeah.
We treated this huge opportunity of a studio giving you a movie at 26 years old and letting you write and direct it. We treated it like the only thing we knew, which was the sketch show.
Yeah.
We're like, this scene doesn't work. The next scene's funny though. Like,
yeah. I mean, to in our defense, it was like, that's writing to us was just like, it's easy. You just like bang it out. I remember we were at like 10 pages one day. We're like, 10 pages, cool, good, we're done. If we can hit 10 pages every writing session, we'll be in good shape. And we did. Like, we would sit down and bang out 10 pages a day. And we didn't go back and like polish that fucker up. You know, we were just like, it's done.
We did it. Let's go to the bar.
I think we wrote that in like 10 writing days. Ridiculous. What's a good question? At Glass House Life, that's a good question. How do you guys feel about WKUK being associated with the Weinstein Company post Me Too? All right, the Weinstein Company had a deal with IFC's parent company, which was a huge, not Viacom, but somebody of that level. So they made a deal to distribute the DVDs. We had nothing to do with that deal whatsoever. I didn't even know it was like a Weinstein logo going to be on the thing till I got the DVD. So I don't really have any feeling about it.
Also, when this is done, if you watch this Twitch stream again, we talk about this at the beginning. Like, we talk about meeting Weinstein because we actually met him and everything.
For a different thing, but yeah. Fuck Harvey Weinstein.
No, it was the same thing. It was for that.
No, we met him because they were interested in making a movie.
No, but it was us making the deal that we were going to be like doing the DVD.
Dude. Harvey Weinstein doesn't like sit down and meet people to sign a DVD distribution deal.
I think we talked about it in the same meeting.
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know. But I do remember in that meeting, he told us all the stuff he was doing, and he said, "Don't tell anyone." And I feel real bad for not.
He says, and I'm probably going to keep doing it. Shh.
And I was like, "Oh, please don't." And he was like, "Don't tell anyone." And I was like, "All right, I won't," because and I regret that to this day.
Do you guys do fantasy football? I think Sam does fantasy football. Trevor and I don't know anything about sports. If we donated a certain amount, could be cameo in your guys' role play nights, like a section of the story where I don't want to do that. All right, we should do more news, right? We're newsboys. We're not just chat boys.
Yeah.
Let's guys throw out a news story that we can
what has happened
discuss and then realize we know nothing about.
What has happened this week in the news is Corona getting better?
I have no idea. I think it's like leveling out. So in a sense, yes.
That's good.
It's not going away. I think we're still like losing 1,000 people a day. But what are you gonna do?
Do you think it's never going to go back to normal? Is it?
I mean, if we get a vaccine.
Do you think we're ever shaking hands again?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely going to be some lasting cultural damage from this. That might be it.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know that we're ever. I bet what I think is going to happen is like I think all these businesses are realizing like, oh, we spend so much money on office space. Like the big overhead thing for every company is the imprint, the footprint of like their office space. So they're like, everything works fine over Zoom. So why would we have to do that? So I feel like only core people in a company are going to go to a small office. I don't think you're going to see big offices anymore, which is fucked up because for the last 30, 40, 50 years, this whole country has just been developing these giant office parks. So those are all going to be dilapidated. And I think this place is going to look like a third world nation for the next 100 years.
Also, think about all the jobs that are fueled by just having people go to an office. Think about all the people that sell them lunch every day, that clean those buildings, that like work in the transportation. It's another bomb that's going to hit the economy. And then, not to be a real downer on this chat, once like self-driving cars, we're about to get hit so fucking hard. And it's crazy that like that's another gigantic crisis that's like looming and about to hit America, and like nobody has the bandwidth to address that shit. So yeah, talk about Ellen. She seems horrible.
Nicest lady in show business. Well, the Ellen thing has been common knowledge for a long time.
I wish I had a story about her. I would tell it.
I have stories, but I don't want to incriminate people.
No, my floor is just shiny. I had it epoxied. It's not wet.
Universal base income. I think you're going to have to do that, honestly. I'm no fucking communist, but I do think that you're going to have to.
It's not sustainable. Like, this society is not sustainable. It's not going to work for another 20 years.
It also should be a pat on our back. Like, look, we've gotten further than any, civilization before us, to the point where people don't have to work anymore. We have the means to we don't need everyone to work. So you gotta have some sort of base level income, or they're all going to burn everything down. Because if we keep it in this system, but nobody has jobs, they're just going to burn everything.
Yeah. Somebody's asking, you guys Yang Gang? I'm not straight up Yang Gang, but I really like them a lot. So kind of.
I think what I like, I don't vote, but I did like, or when I do, I write in things. But I do like that. I think Yang was the only guy talking about problems that are really going to be huge in 10 years.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about stuff like small stuff right now. And Yang's like, guys, AI is going to destroy us all. And I'm like, that's real.
Yeah. I don't like the twinkle in your eye when you say, I don't vote.
Oh, I love it because people get so mad when you say,
it rankles me. But you didn't used to be like that, though. You were 2008. You were we were down, dude. You were on the fucking train. You went to the fucking inauguration.
I hated the Bush family so much that I was and I hated the Clintons so much. I hated the Bushes and I hated the Clintons. And so I was so excited that Obama got it instead of Hillary. Yeah. And so I was really down for Obama in 2008. And I stopped voting after that. I didn't vote in 2012. I did a write-in vote in 2016. And I'll probably vote this time.
You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta do it, dude. We gotta get this fucker.
But I what's sad about it all is that and I might be naive because I kind of started paying attention to politics in that Bush, when the Bush Gore thing, I didn't vote in that election either, and then all of a sudden it was it was who won. And then Florida decided that Bush won, and the governor of Florida was his brother. That seemed suspect to me. Mm-hmm. That was the thing that made me pay attention to politics at all.
Right.
I was like, well, this seems bullshit.
Right.
And so but even then it feels whatever happens in this election in November, and now we're getting into real Newsboyz.
Yeah, we're doing it. All right.
Look at this. But whatever happens in this November, I think we're fucked, because if Biden wins, the people who follow Trump are not going to accept that, and if Trump wins, the people who follow Biden are not going to accept that. There's no way anyone's going to win without the other side thinking the other side stole it. And we've never been there before. We've at least respected the institution of voting and okay, this is our system. We lost this round. We'll take the next one, but that's not going to happen this time, because they're going to say that it was stolen. And I think it's just, I don't know. It's going to be fucking, these are the good old days, because in about 2 months, this thing is going to get fucking weird.
I'm so afraid. All right, let's move on. Let's move on from all this shit. This is some dark ass shit. But yeah, everyone vote. And I will. Someone in the chat was like, Zach, you got to kick Trevor's ass if he doesn't vote. Yes, I will.
I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote. I gotta go. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. What else, dudes? Let's change the subject here. Do you guys know anyone from Mr. Show? I know David Cross. I don't know Bob Odenkirk.
How well do you know David Cross?
Well, I dated his ex for a long time, so we would take his dog a lot. So I would like do dog swaps with him. And then like they were friendly, so like I would go to like his birthday party and hang out. It was always kind of awkward. It's like, hey, I'm the guy dating your ex that you're still on good terms with. And it was sort of like he was like cordial to me, but it wasn't like, you know, we weren't like hanging out one-on-one.
So you like cucked him?
No. Somebody says David Cross is a fucking creep. I'm not gonna comment. Rick Moranis. Let's talk about Rick Moranis. He's coming back,
Hold
dude.
on. Can I go back to David Cross for a second?
Sure.
I like David Cross.
I do too. I think he's very funny.
I've only spoken with him one time, and it was very nice, and I enjoyed it. So did he get canceled for something?
Well, he had. I think we can talk about this. I don't think this is sticky. So, you know, Charlene Yee, the comedian Charlene Yee.
Yes.
She tweeted, I believe it was a tweet, and I'm going to just try and get the bare facts of this right, and I'm not going to weigh in one way or another, but she said that backstage at UCB years ago, David Cross said some like really racist shit to her and like did like a pretty racist impression voice kind of a thing. And she tweeted, like, it was kind of at the peak of Me Too when there was a lot coming out. So she threw that out.
She was like,
David Cross did this really fucked up thing. And from what I hear, he was like, I have no idea what she's talking about. I would never do something like that. So that's the story that I heard. I'm not going to weigh in beyond that. But
that's got to be difficult because like for you know, Me Too, it started out with like sexual things. Like, you know, like this guy, like, you know, assaulted me, which I would imagine people remember. But I could also very much buy that you wouldn't remember an off-color joke that you did 15 years ago.
The joke she described was like egregious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was like fucked up. No. That sucks because I always liked him.
Who knows? Oh, yeah. Someone in the chat just quoted what he said, and I am not going to read it out loud because that's not cool.
I'll read it. Fuck, where is it?
No, don't.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick Moranis is back. Do you have any opinion on Rick Moranis? That's news this week. Rick Moranis said he's returning to movies.
That's cool.
I mean, that dude is so goddamn good. It's crazy how good he is.
Well, here's how lame. Like, so, like, I grew up very conservative. I was not allowed to watch anything. So the only thing that I know him from is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Which is, I haven't seen it since I was a little kid, but I fucking loved that movie as a kid.
Yeah, that ant is awesome.
It's awesome.
Like, you know, like they eat the Oreo together. Fucking cool. But so I'd never seen Ghostbusters because I wasn't allowed to watch Ghostbusters because it had paranormal stuff in it. And that was like, my parents thought that was like against religion or something. So I'd never seen Ghostbusters until like 6 years ago. And my wife was like, "You've never seen Ghostbusters?" I'm like, "No, I just never saw it." So I watched it and I didn't think it was fucking funny. Like, you know, I think there's a lot of nostalgia to it, or you had to be a kid or you had to be there. Cause a lot of these movies, when I watch them, like that I missed in the 80s, I watch them now and I'm like, you know, okay.
Well, dude, that was my experience with Caddyshack. Like, I finally saw Caddyshack when I was like 30 after everyone had been like, "You've never fucking seen Caddyshack, you're a comedian." I watched it and I was like, this fucking sucks, dude. There's like, there's nothing here.
Yeah. I did, and I know Mel Brooks is a legend. I know he's amazing, and I'm not saying that it's not funny. I'm saying that.
Well, you're talking about Mel Brooks did Space, but Ivan Reitman did Ghostbusters.
I'm jumping to Mel Brooks because I did this thing recently where I was just with my writer's room. I was talking and I was like, we were kind of talking about the subject where comedy doesn't age well
sometimes.
And I was like, I know Mel Brooks is, you know, important and huge like that, but I watch his movies because I never watched him as a kid. I watch him as an adult, and I'm just like, you know, it seems like corny and like, you know, and so I was like talking about it, and a lot of the younger writers are like, "Yeah, I don't like him, and I like him." And then my head writer was like, "Can we stop? Can we stop?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "He's my uncle." And I was like, and I felt really bad.
Whatever. Come on.
I know.
Dude, that's like my buddy Ryan. Have I told you this story? He this is like 10 years ago in New York. He brings this girl home. He meets this girl at a bar, right?
Hold on. I just want to say, somebody just said, you guys made Miss March. Dude, what a good,
which is really funny.
Shitting on Mel Brooks.
I'm not saying we're better than Mel Brooks at all. Come on, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, that's not the point of this.
Yeah.
It's not that they're bad. It's the point is that attention spans get shorter, and if you watch old comedy, it seems slow as shit. Like the editing seems like odd on it and everything.
And comedy changes, dude. Humor changes. Like Moliere is not funny anymore, but like it was, blah blah blah. Although it's funny because there are some things like Dr. Strangelove that's still fucking aggressively hilarious. That's an old movie. It's just as funny as it ever was. There's certain things that like punch through.
I think part of that though is that because Dr. Strangelove is such a unique blend of like an incredible director taking like a piece of work and then turning it into a weird comedy that there's no real comparison to it. I think what happens with a lot of like Mel Brooks and stuff is that he does a joke that's innovative at the time, and then everyone copies it. So if you don't see it when it first comes out and you catch it 30 years later, you're seeing this hack joke that people have been doing for 30 years where like nobody really followed Dr. Strangelove.
Right.
Like, there's still no movie like Dr. Strangelove. So when you see that, you're like, this is new. This feels fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody says, are you guys ever going to talk about the news? And I feel bad. Although it's like, what person was like, I'll go if they're going to talk about the news, then I'll tune in. God,
how are they even like, oh, well, yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the news.
All right.
But
we did, that started from a news story, Rick Moranis. That's a news story. So get out of our ass.
Whoever you're banned for life. How do we ban people?
Yeah.
How do we ban people?
I don't know.
Can we not ban people until we're like partners?
No, we can ban people.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to find that guy and ban him. Not really. Whatever.
Somebody asked if we've met Eric Andre. We did all our Eric Andre stuff on the other Twitch. Yes, we know Eric.
He's a friend of ours. He's cool.
How many hot dogs do you consume daily? Jesus Christ. The hot dogs, guys. Do you play GTA? When is the next GTA coming out? Is there any rumors? Chat, does anyone know if there's anything on the horizon for the next GTA? I would love to know.
I don't think they have a ban me losers, Midnight Cowboy. No, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't think we're ever going to ban anybody. But it's fun to yell that you're banned. So let's do it that way. So like, I'm not going to ban you. I don't care. It's America. You can say whatever you want like that. But like, I like saying you're banned for life. Oh, then Nate just said too late. Nate, don't ban people.
No, I'm actually in favor of Nate banning people.
No.
If somebody's disrupting the chat and fucking it up, ban them.
Yeah, but don't listen to me. If I'm like ban this person for life, don't ban them. I'm joking. Yeah.
Have you seen The Boys? I've not seen The Boys. I read the comic book. I did not watch the show. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. What are your thoughts? I played Tony Hawk when it came out a long time ago. I was into it. I have not played the reboot. I don't skate anymore, so it's like not, I don't know. It's not going to happen. What else?
I heard that the new Grand Theft Auto, what they're going to do is it's going to be like they redo every game before this and they make the whole map like the world. So you can go from San Andreas to like Liberty City to like all these things. Like it's going to be like a sequel to every one of their games before this.
Do you ever think that there will be a video game that uses an algorithm that's like in conjunction with Google Maps so that you're basically playing a sandbox game that is the world and you can just like cruise around the world and like do shit? And think about how many millions of people are playing GTA at once or, at its peak. Like you could see some action,
Yeah.
If it puts little, missions around, that would be kind of fucking badass. I bet we're not too far from that.
Yeah. Well,
people are saying Flight Simulator. So I guess that's cool. So they do that. Fuck yeah. But I want a game where you can like kick in doors and like fucking drive around neighborhoods and shit. Google would take all the money. Yeah, Google would take all the money. They took all the money already. Pokemon Go. Not the same. Not what we're talking about.
I love Pokemon Go, though. That's a good game.
Do you really?
I did when it came out. I don't play it that much anymore, but I was into it. Like there was a game before that. I forget what it was called, but it was the same engine, and then they just slapped Pokemon on it. And it was called Ingress. and I loved Ingress. Like I would like every time it was like when I was touring. And so every time I'd fly anywhere, like I would run around the airport trying to get all the stuff because they would hide stuff at like airports and everything. Mm-hmm. And then they just slapped a Pokemon skin over it. And then that became the Pokemon Go game. But,
crazy.
Yeah. Oh, somebody says Ingress was dope. Yeah, that's right. Ingress was great. Let's see what else we got. How's the show going, by the way? We have 782 viewers. We're an hour and a half in. I think that's all right.
Yeah, we're doing all right. All right. We're not, I'm feeling self-conscious that we're not doing enough news stuff, but I actually don't really give a shit.
I'm going to grab one more drink and then let's finish out the last half hour with some news.
Do it.
All right.
Do it. What else, chat? What else is going on? For how little even? Yeah, cool. Do a kickflip right now. Dude, I can't. That's the thing. I skated, but I was fucking terrible. Tell my wife Cheap Thrills was dope. Oh, I thought you were talking about the band for a second. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell her. Cool. Be funny. Fuck you.
Somebody said news are sad.
News are sad.
Oh, if we get 2 more viewers, we're going to be above 800 viewers.
Somebody call a friend.
Whoa!
Get it
we
going.
Got 803.
We did it?
Yep.
Now Timmy has to suck his dick with a perm.
I went on, I don't know if I told you this, but I went, Sam was doing like a chat with his brother, Nate, who's in here. And they were like playing Fall Guys. And I went in, and so we all have the account that says official WKUK, so it looks like, it looks like it's coming from whoever's on there. Uh-huh. And so I like logged in and I kept writing in the chat, like, at 300 viewers, Sam will self-suck. And then it would like whip the chat up and they'd be like, self-suck. And because what I was hoping was that like Nate or Sam would notice that somebody that wasn't them was like in there, like doing it on the official account, but they didn't because it was scrolling up so fast. But like, it was fun. And then Sam would be like, I'm not going to self-suck. That's Timmy. Like, but it just kept like whipping them up like
Wait, remember when we were like fucking with Timmy while he was doing the Twitch like years ago? He was doing a Twitch stream and we like went into his chat and we were like, yeah. That was cool.
We catfished him.
Yeah, we catfished him.
Yeah, we catfished Timmy in his chat once, and I
don't think he even knows that to this day. We never told him it was us.
Oh, we shouldn't tell him. Oh, we should be quiet then.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but we actually got like a girl to send him pictures and stuff. It was great. Like, and we like catfished him.
Zach, do you think you could take Trevor in a fight? It's funny that you asked that. No, because once when do you remember this? We were drunk in the dorm in the St. George, and we were like, let's fight. It'll be fun. So we went in the hallway and we're like, all right, you and me, let's fight. And I remember it was like, I was like, all right, ready? No hitting in the face, dude. And you're like, yeah, I don't hit in the fucking face, no problem. I was like, okay, and go. And you went into like beast mode instantly, and you came at me so fucking hard. You were just like pounding me.
I don't remember this.
It was like I wasn't prepared for you to go to 100, and like 5 seconds, I was like, stop, fuck, dude, what the fuck? And I realized, I was like, oh, he could probably kick my ass. All right.
Someone says Trevor seems like a closet spaz fighter. Yeah. Well, also, you have an advantage with height, and but you're very tall
but
too.
But you are considerably taller than me.
Yeah.
I did see you punch a very annoying guy we both know in the face, and his nose instantly gushed like a faucet of blood. It was one of the coolest things I ever saw. We were at a party. Trevor cracked this dude in the face, broke his nose like a faucet of blood. The guy goes, oh, and he like ran off, and we were like dying laughing. And then like a half hour later, the guy came up and tried to sucker punch you in the side of the head. And you turned around and you hit him in the face again, and his nose opened up again. He goes, and he like it was like the best. That's one of my favorite memories of my 20s. It was fucking great. Anyway, he deserved it. He fully deserved it.
He was annoying.
Yeah. QAnon website shuts down after New Jersey man identified as operator. So is that saying that they know who Q is, or they know who's running the website? I would love it if they
I don't
found
think-
out who Q was and it was just some fucking idiot.
I don't think Q is one person. I think Q it's basically like role playing. I think it's it's multiple people.
Who all have access to the same. I don't fucking care. Fuck Q.
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit.
I'm Q. I've claimed it on multiple streams here. Would you be mad at me if I turned out I was Q?
Yeah, I mean, what a weird question. I think I would be just confounded. I'd be like, why'd you have to like take it that direction? You know, you could have taken it any direction. You took it that way. What the fuck?
It would be kind of cool though if I was like, look at all that shit.
Oh yeah, Nathan Fielder. It's a Nathan for you bit.
Oh, that would be great.
That would be fucking
That'd be awesome.
Great. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Q is a cult. It is a cult, which I envy.
Yeah, but we're not going into that, right?
No.
If you're a Dalek or
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Sorry,
Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Trevor, there's a guy saying you drank mouthwash in the subway. Is that true? I mean, probably. God, I don't know.
We did drink Scope at school. Remember? And Sam, I remember Sam drank a bottle of Scope, and his face started like weeping, and he fell down the stairs. Remember
Sam fell down a massive flight of stairs. Like not like a little flight of stairs that turns around and goes. He fell like one of those flight of stairs that goes down like a whole side of like an apartment building kind of thing. And it was when we were shooting. It was when we were shooting the Hitler rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were shooting the Hitler rap.
No, it was when we were shooting Alcoholics Anonymous.
Same night.
Oh, wasn't? No,
Yeah.
because I wasn't there for Hitler rap.
No, but you were for the disco ball part. Yeah, you weren't for the rest of it. But
Right.
yeah, so we were shooting. Sam's calling me.
Uh-oh. He's like, don't talk about my Scope.
Yeah, watch him
fall
be
down the
watching
stairs."
and be upset. Let's see. Hello? Well, what did I lie about?
Put him on speaker.
Hold on. I'm going to put you on speaker. Hold on. I've got to go off my headphones. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Can you hear Sam?
No? Are you
Sam,
talking?
Can you talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh,
Yeah.
I got to make sure. I got to make sure I don't. Okay. All right.
What did we get wrong?
What did we get wrong?
That I fell down a huge set of stairs?
I thought you did. It was that. That's.
Stumbled down a set of 3 steps. Like, it was the stairs from the bathroom to the little landing. Like, do you remember there was like a little like half set of stairs that goes to the 2 bathrooms at SCA?
No, I thought you felt. You know where the film cage?
Why is he so upset about the size of the stairs? Who gives a shit what size the stairs were?
It sounds like, because it sounds like I was wasted and like I drank Scope on not on the Hitler rap set, on a set where the whole joke was that we were drinking Scope, and it was just with the takes that like I just kept drinking it rather than faking it.
Right,
Okay.
it's cool. Like I thought it was cool.
It's not like I fell over and fell down a set of stairs.
Well, my memory is that, and it wasn't. It was the stairs by the film cage. Remember where the film cage was?
Yeah, which is a full set of stairs.
Yeah, that's where.
That's
where
what I
thought-
remember too, by the way.
That's what Zach remembers too.
On the floor above there, where the studio was that we shot all that stuff in.
Yeah, but no.
There was a little 4-step thing when you're going to the bathroom.
Okay, let's set the record straight. He fell down a smaller flight of stairs than Trevor.
Okay. Well, we weren't trying to disparage you.
Not a flight of stairs. It was like 4 stairs, and it wasn't like I fell down it. I slipped.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
sorry, Sam. I'm sorry.
I don't remember it that way, but I'm not. But I wasn't trying to
You guys say it. I've never fallen down a set of stairs, like tumbled down a set of stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to disparage you. By the way, like I was wasted up until the age of 37. Like, you know, like I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I was wasted most of my life.
Also, I remember Sam that night. I remember I drank Scope and I was drooling. I couldn't stop drooling. So like it was not you weren't the only, you know.
The story you're telling is like you're way on Thursday. Like, oh man, Sam fell down this huge set of stairs. You fucking you tripped on a roof and split your leg open.
Yeah, I tripped on a roof and I split my leg open. I'm not upset about that. I'm okay with it because it was a long time ago.
Yeah, and I'm not telling people that, but you seem hell bent on telling people that I fell down a set of stairs.
I'm just telling stories.
Sorry, Sam. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Sam. Sam, I love you.
All right.
Sorry. I didn't mean to annoy you.
You said I fell down a full flight of stairs.
I didn't mean it. Anyway, anyone who's watching, he didn't fall down a whole flight of stairs. He fell down a couple, and I didn't remember because I was drunk. Okay.
All right. Sorry, Sam.
Can I ask you to stop watching Newsboyz?
And also, when you do your stream, you should update the title.
What do you mean?
Oh, we should change the title?
The title was Timmy playing video games.
Oh, shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Timmy really fucked us on this, didn't he?
Everyone was told that Timmy playing video games.
All right.
All right.
We fucked it up. All right. Bye, Sam.
Later, Sam. Sorry, dude.
I'm turning my phone off.
I was really nervous there for a second. I wasn't sure how upset he was until he said you guys should change the title. It says Timmy's playing video games. And I was like, okay, he's not that mad. Wait, Trevor, you still there?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I just said?
No, what did you say?
I said I was really nervous that he was like very upset until he said, you guys should change the title. It says Timmy's playing video games. And then that was the only moment where I realized I was like, oh, he's not that mad. Okay, we're all right.
No more callers. No more callers.
Yeah, this is not a call-in show, bros. Oh, no. I think Nate went and changed it. All right, thanks, Nate. You the man. All right, so, I guess part of reporting the news is you got to have redactions when you get your story wrong. So,
oh, good job. Yeah.
know?
So evidently Sam fell down 3 flights of stairs. No. Wait. He fell down 3 stairs.
He fell down 3 or 4. I think I heard Sam say 4, but maybe it was 3 stairs. And he was only drinking the Scope in a scene that required him to drink Scope.
Yes.
Okay. Dear God.
Well, let me shift it to me so that I can talk about it. But like, I remember me and a couple of my friends, Ivan, and we went to. There used to be a grocery store outside of our dorm, and we were all hardened alcoholics by the age of 20. And it was there was these blue laws where in New York you couldn't get alcohol after 11 p.m. on Saturday, which is dumb because that's like the big partying day. Like Friday and Saturday, those are the big partying days of the week. Well, but because of it was an old law because
Sunday,
of
right? Is it Sunday? Oh no,
it was Saturday because of church. They didn't want that you couldn't sell alcohol on Sunday.
I'm sorry, dude. This is in Virginia. I missed the beginning.
New York.
You couldn't buy alcohol in New York City at 11:30 on a Saturday night.
Maybe it was midnight. It was once it became Sunday, you couldn't buy alcohol. And so like, we were all going out, we left the dorm and we went down to the grocery store and we bought some beers and we put them there and they said, no, we can't. And then we basically, I basically wrote a whole song about this, but it was like, oh, like we'll pay you extra. We're not cops. Don't worry about it. Like, legally we'd have to tell you. We're like drunk and we're legally we have to tell you if we're cops. And we're like 20 years old. And they're like, we know you're not fucking cops. And so they're like, we can't sell it to you. Sorry, it's the law. And so then we like went back and we were bummed. And then one of my friends was like, hey, there's alcohol in mouthwash. So we're like, oh yeah. So we bought it and we went up to the table and we the counter and we put the mouthwash there. And the look on the guy's face was so fucking funny because he was like, And he looked at us and he was just like, and he just like rang it up and he like, so we went out, but it was like, there was nothing he could do. Yeah. I wrote a whole song about this, but it's like, it was, we found a loophole.
Oh my God. I love it. Trevor is Rahul. I can't even read that. I don't know what that means.
What's up, doll lickers? Go fuck yourself.
What is the pettiest thing Trevor has ever done? Trevor's not very petty. I think you're actually remarkably not petty.
What does petty mean? Well, petty means
when you
like,
sweat the small stuff, when you get really worked up over a little thing. You know, it's not. That's not in your nature. What's some happy news? Great question, dude. What is some happy news right now? Rick Moranis. That's the happy news that I got.
That's good.
Yeah.
Also, we're getting close to this vaccine, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
What's the first thing you're going to do when everything's back to normal, if everything's back to normal?
You know what? It's funny. I just this month was like, dude, I miss going to the movies. And
Really?
I've been for like the last 5 years kind of like, I think I'm going to swear off movie theaters forever because I get in there and I get so fucking annoyed with people making noise and it's so expensive for like, you know, I can't go to the bathroom without missing the movie. It's just like, fuck all this shit. But now I'm like, dude, I really miss a movie in the theater.
That's funny because like I'm the opposite where it's like I watched Bill and Ted 3. You know, I was excited about Bill and Ted 3.
Did you like it?
I fucking loved it. And I enjoyed it so much being at home. Like, you know, I put it on the TV, like, you know, just having like, you know, drinks with like friends. I was like, this is great. I don't miss the movie theaters, but I miss restaurants, which I never thought I cared about.
You hate restaurants.
Very similar to like you saying you didn't want movie theaters. I hate restaurants. And I always had a rule that my wife would like, you know, basically tell if we got invited to a thing, she was like, Trevor will only go to a restaurant if there's if it's no more than 4 people. Like he won't go to a restaurant if there's more than 5 people. It's been the rule forever. And now I'm like, I miss going to it. Like I want to go with I want to go to like a birthday.
Yeah.
Like where everyone's there and it's like you see all these people and like I miss that.
Yeah. It's going to be a while. Remember, it's like now it's, what is it, September, and it's like, it's going to be a while. Remember in like April, we're like, do you think it's going to go another 3 weeks? I think it's going to be like another 2 months, dude. No way. Really? Oh, yeah. Seriously. Now it's like, dude, it's going to be 2022 before we get out of this bullshit.
Well, Sam, Zach, and I had written this thing that was actually going to be like the first thing out on the YouTube channel. Like, you know, we had written this show.
American Legends. We'll say the name.
It's called American Legends. We love it. Now we got to fucking buy the domain or someone will fucking buy it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Good job, Zach.
Fuck. Well, we'll change the name. I don't give a We can change the name. The name doesn't matter.
Yeah. We're just kidding. It's not called that. But like we had this show written. We loved it. We were literally about to fly to Vegas to shoot it on the Wednesday after the quarantine happened. And like the night before they shut everything down in California, you weren't allowed to leave. I remember Zach and I were on the phone like, what do you think about this virus? You think we should probably just get on the plane anyway and go do it, right? This will blow over. Like,
it was a coin toss. We were like, fuck it. Let's do it, right? We'll be fine. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
But I do think we're going to shoot that thing. I think we're going to shoot American Legends like on our phones in quarantine. And we'll put that up soon.
Someone said, love y'all cokeheads. We're not cokeheads.
Yeah, it's funny. None of us really had a real coke problem. It's pretty lucky.
I mean, we all did it.
Yeah, but none of us got like strung out.
It didn't ruin any of our lives.
I wonder if Timmy's ever done coke. I wouldn't be surprised if he never did.
Oh, that would be so annoying.
Yeah, dude.
Can you imagine?
I shudder to think. Ever thought of working with the Broken Lizard Gang to some capacity? I did work with Jay, and he was very cool. I liked him a lot. A lot of people are saying Dune. I mean, the new Dune movie. I don't know. What do you think? You care?
I thought it looked cool. I like that.
You love Oscar Isaac.
I do. I like Oscar Isaac a lot. And I like Denis Villeneuve. Is that his name?
Who's he?
He's the guy who directed the Blade Runner sequal.
Oh, yeah. And what did he do before that? Did he do the...
Sicario.
That was good.
Sicario's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be cool. Like, you know, I heard that he was offered Star Wars. Like he was offered a trilogy of Star Wars movies after Blade Runner, and he turned it down and said, "I'm going to make a Star Wars for adults." And that's what he did Dune. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. That's cool.
It's ballsy to take on Dune because so many people have like tried and failed, you know. But yeah, I'll see it. Oh yeah, and he made Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal, right? Is that right? I think that's right. Somebody said it.
Well, I got to refresh because
the Disney. Okay, dude, let's talk. This is kind of a news story. The Disney Star Wars are so bad. So like the most recent, I'm assuming this person's talking about. So you're a huge Star Wars fan. I was a huge fan in the 80s, and then I hated the Phantom Menace and that stuff so much. It like
I like Phantom Menace. I like Phantom Menace. That's the bizarre thing about me, and I know that is weird. I like the prequels.
Crazy. Mm-hmm. You think they're good? Like you actually think they're good movies?
Yes, I think that they are flawed deeply.
They're so boring.
But I think that they are a very interesting. I think what he did, like no one would ever have the funds to do, and I think he did a very interesting thing, which is he took like this blockbuster, franchise, and he made a children's movie about how empires fall apart.
Dude, give me a fucking break.
No, I know, but I think it's interesting, and I'm fascinated, and I like watching it. That being said, I think these new movies are fucking terrible.
See, that's funny though, because I watch these new movies and I don't care about them. I don't like them. I don't get excited for them. I still haven't seen most of them. I saw 2, and I was like, yeah, this feels better. Like, they're kind of back on track.
Really?
That's how it feels to me.
Well, I think aesthetically, it's more like the original Star Wars. It's more like the movies that like the originals. Like it looks like it feels like it, but it's just the problem is that they didn't like. What I miss is that it was all one guy's idea. So like it was George Lucas was the idea behind all 6 of those movies, and you could see that they all interplayed together. Like he would set up things that he would do things in the prequels that made things in the original trilogy have more weight.
Right.
And then with this movie, with this trilogy, they just they just let the directors write, which I don't think you should do all the time. Mm-hmm. Like I think there's a very few amount of directors you should let write. Like it's 2 different skills. So like they let the directors write the movies, and then they didn't have the directors talk to each other really about what they were doing. So it just feels mismatched, and it's like chaos. It's like it's not a cohesive story. It's stupid.
All right.
Somebody says I'm with Trev. Thank you. You're not banned. Yeah.
This is a good Trevor. It's normal to like the prequels. There are dozens of us.
That's about right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up, man? Are you hopping off at 10 on the nose?
I don't know. What are you feeling? How are you?
I can go. I'm cool, but I know I don't have a little kid.
Well, he's not up at 10.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Talk about the new Mulan movie. I have nothing to say about that. I have no idea.
Have you seen it?
I didn't see the other Mulan. So.
Oh, so good. Please, all right, do me a favor. When you hang this up,
shut up.
Go watch Mulan. Go watch both of them.
I'll call you tomorrow and be like, what the fuck was that about, dude?
Go watch the Mulans. I've never seen either of them either. I haven't seen any of the live action Disney remakes.
Me neither. I have no interest. Although Aladdin, I'm a little curious about because I feel like I know that the original so well, and I want to see Will Smith. Why wouldn't they just do Robin Williams' shtick? Like we can animate anybody.
You mean like? What do you mean?
Why wouldn't they recreate Robin Williams as a CGI genie? I mean, the dude wrote the greatest he wrote all those lines of dialogue.
Is it weird because he's dead?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. And it is kind of, you don't want to get into the thing where we start like casting dead actors in modern movies because eventually Brad Pitt will be in every movie forever and no one will get any parts. But like, I don't know. It's interesting.
I don't know. I like, what is Mulan about?
I think it's about like the Chinese being invaded by the Mongols, I believe. It's very similar to that new video game, but maybe I'm wrong about it. I didn't see it. I don't know.
And okay, yeah. This new Mulan is controversial because the lead actress has been supporting the Chinese government. Okay.
Okay, and the whole Uyghur thing, right? Yep.
The whole what thing?
The Uyghurs are the Muslim subsect in China that are being like interned and abused.
And so the movie's pro that?
Well, I mean, if you're pro-China, you're kind of like supporting a pretty despicable regime. If you're pro the Chinese government, they're doing some pretty gnarly shit.
Well, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Hey, yikes!
What does that even mean? I have no. That's gonna be like the new thing. Is just like make hot takes on things you have no idea about.
Yeah.
Like,
That
here's
can't
the thing I
sideways.
heard.
That can't get
Here's the thing I heard.
Did either of you watch Mandalorian? I watched the first episode of Mandalorian. I thought it was cool, but I didn't like it enough to keep going. Do a hot take on Black Lives Matter.
Well, I don't know.
I support it. New Tom Cruise stunt.
Yeah, who doesn't support that? It's like cops, right?
Yeah.
Is this sticky? Should we not be into
Let's
this? I don't
leave
know.
it. Let's
I don't know anything about anything. I'm like, I'll just go down this path.
Let's leave it.
Let's go down this alley.
I fully support it. I don't want to fucking engage with it casually. Is there another news thing that happened this week that wasn't just apocalyptic? Most fucked up movie you've ever seen. Now, I like this question. Most fucked up movie I've ever seen. Well, I have yet to see a Serbian film, and I'm sure that would probably take the cake if I saw it. But I think Irreversible might be my most fucked up thing. You ever see that French movie?
What is that? No, I don't watch French movies.
Yeah, you don't watch French movies, right? That's your thing.
You know that about me.
Yeah. Have I ever seen Hills Have Eyes? There's no way that's one of the most fucked up movies ever made. There's something about the Johnsons. I think you mean The Strange Thing About the Johnsons, and yes, and it's great.
Have you seen Blonde Twink Gets Destroyed by Biker Gang?
I love it.
That's a fucked up movie.
Blonde Twink Gets Destroyed by Biker Gang. Oh, and it's long. It's really long.
It's brutal.
And they really the title is dead on. Like, you know what you're getting.
I mean, some of the best acting I've ever.
Yeah, I mean, that Twink looks legit upset.
If it's acting, yeah.
You should do a commentary of Miss March. Oh yeah, Cats. Did you see Cats, the new Cats movie?
I did.
Dude,
I did.
We tried. I think I bailed around 45 minutes in. That was.
It's very funny for an hour.
Yeah.
And then and then stop watching it because there's no new jokes after that. But it's very funny. Have you seen The Lighthouse?
I did see The Lighthouse. Sure.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. It's like you got to be in the right headspace. You know, it's not like a rock and roll rollicking good time. It's, you know. I mean, it's from the guys that made The Witch. Did you see The Witch?
I did. You told me to watch it.
Did you like it?
I did, except I hated the ending.
Really?
It was one of those movies where you know, and I like my favorite movie ever is like No Country for Old Men.
Sure.
And people I know people don't like that ending because it doesn't like wrap everything up, but I think it's very clear what the ending means. And I felt like the dumb people who get mad at that ending when I watched The Witch. Like, because that ending, I was like, it just felt so unsatisfying that I was like, what the fuck? What? It felt like they didn't know how to end it, so they just quit. Like, you know.
Interesting. Yeah. Knives Out. Yeah. Parasite. Fuck yeah. Parasite was great.
Did you see the name of our thing right now? It's Trevor and Zach Self Suck.
Fuck you, Nate. Watch us get. What if we got banned because of that? That actually maybe could.
We've got to get a different guy because having the moderator be Sam's brother, he's like
my brother didn't fall down the fucking stairs. I'm gonna fucking rip these guys up.
Yeah, Nate's not a neutral.
He's not on our team. Yeah. mod me. Yeah, right. Are you kidding?
Well, who is this guy? Let's mod him. Let him and Nate.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Trevor, what are you drinking? It's White Claw. I've been drinking White Claw.
What flavor?
This is So I'm not a White Claw drinker, but I just bought them at the grocery store today, and I tried all three. So I got ruby grapefruit, black cherry, and then mango. So I've tried 3 White Claws throughout this show, and they all taste the fucking same. Like, they're not that different.
Somebody said we should set this to 18 and up. That's a pretty good idea. I don't know how.
Why?
To do it.
Wu-Tang's for the children.
Hey, Nate, if you're watching, can you set this to 18 and up? If you're there. If you care. If you don't, you don't. I can't make you care.
Fuck, marry, kill, Sam, Timmy, or Darren.
Wow. Fuck Darren. Marry Sam. Sorry, Timmy, you're dead. But it could go another way. It could go.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
And that's no disrespect to Timmy. That's just I'm so attracted to Darren, and Sam and I have been in love for a long time.
Well, it's obviously fuck Darren. I mean, we're in agreement on that. But like it's the marry kill that's like the interesting thing. Yeah. Timmy seems like he would make a good mother.
You know what? I will say this for Timmy. I think he's an excellent parent. So sure. Maybe marry Timmy for that. If you're going to have a kid with him.
Agree to disagree. No, I'm joking. He's a great dad. I don't know that. How do we know that?
That he's a great parent?
No, his kid seems cool.
He talks about his kid a lot.
Yeah. His kid seems very cool.
Yeah. So kill
Timmy someone says Timmy is a good daddy. Is it an inside joke to shit on Timmy? Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, we all love Timmy. Zach got very quiet there. Zach, you love Tim.
I'm gonna let that one float by. No, of course not. I didn't think that needed affirmation. Sure. Yeah.
No, Timmy's great.
Who's Brandon Johnson? Did you guys work with Brandon Johnson? Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, no, I know Brandon Johnson.
Yeah, at UCB.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
He did a sketch. We did a sketch together.
Yeah.
I think he was in the Pope rap.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill, Mel Gibson, Queen Elizabeth, and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Wait, what is it?
Fuck, marry, kill, Mel Gibson, Queen Elizabeth, Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, you gotta kill Ghislaine.
No, you gotta fuck Ghislaine.
You gotta kill Ghislaine, dude.
Oh, right, she's a pedophile. I was just thinking, okay, so you're gonna fuck the Queen?
No,
or
I'm gonna
Mel
marry
Gibson?
the Queen. I'm gonna fuck Mel Gibson.
What?
Yeah. I'm not gonna fuck the Queen. Not like that's just yeah. Mel Gibson would be like, all right, dude, we're doing this, okay? Just fucking turn around, shut the fuck up. You deserve it, you piece of shit. Let's go. The Queen it'd be like,
oh, so you're gonna fuck?
So sorry, you're
gonna fuck
sorry.
meanly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the Queen would be so traumatic, whereas with Mel, I'd just be like, this is a hate crime that I'm doing. Not that I would advocate any sort of hateful. Yeah, whatever.
Are you Harmon fans ever listen to Harmontown?
I do not. I have no opinion of it.
My wife was involved with Harmon Quest.
Was she?
His D&D show. Oh yeah, she was a network person who was involved with that. And so I went to see that live a couple times, which is funny because like now, you know, because Timmy wanted us to do this D&D thing, and now we're doing it, and now people are animating it. Like, and I show it to her, and I'm like, yeah, it seems like we're kind of copying what you guys did.
Well, we didn't do the animation.
Yeah, we're not. We're just fucking around. But
yeah.
Someone said Dan Harmon rapes kids. No, he doesn't. That was a sketch. And honestly, fuck everybody who gets worked up over old sketches. You know. Dan Harmon did a sketch for Channel 101 where he pretended to have sex with a baby doll.
With a doll, or he was pretending the doll was an actual baby?
Well, he was pretending the doll was a baby, but it was like a thing, and you know, whatever.
What's our stream description now? I feel like we've been had.
Trevor and Zach don't know Sam can title a stream.
Wow, that's the most clever shit you could come up with, Sam. Come on, buddy.
Don't. He's gonna call again.
You said I could.
You said I don't know how to title a stream.
Have you guys ever done PCP? I think I did PCP once by accident in Philadelphia, but I'm not sure. I was doing a lot of drugs, but I was smoking a joint that was, someone was like, called it wet, which is PCP, but I'm not sure if they were fucking with me or not, and I did go crazy.
Was it rad?
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh. Yeah, I've never done PCP.
I've never intentionally done PCP.
I've never heard anyone be like, I did PCP and it was good. Like, there's like a couple of those, any up and comers in sketch comedy you like? No,
well, he's not an up and comer. He's probably way more famous than us. But Tim Robinson, right? That guy's fucking.
That's not an up and comer.
Yeah, but he's recent. He's so fucking funny.
You know who I like, and he's big now. But I liked him. Is the all gas no brakes guy?
Yeah,
that guy's
Sam
awesome.
likes that guy too. I haven't watched.
I love
shit.
that dude.
But he's
that dude's so fun.
He does like interviews, right?
Yeah, you should watch his shit. It's good. It's good.
Is it like Nathan Fielder? Is he like trolling, or is he more like Louis Theroux, where he's just like an interesting interviewer?
I never watched Nathan Fielder that much, and I never watched.
You should.
He's just, what's cool about him is like his big trick is that he's just quiet, and so he will ask somebody a question, they'll answer, and then he won't say anything, and then it makes them want to fill the empty space. And so then they start talking about what's really going on behind their, prepared answer. Yeah. And it's great.
That's such a good tactic that you can use in your life, Yeah.
Well, it's an old journalism. It's what like when people used to like actually be like investigative journalists, it's what they used to do.
Yeah.
And he's just doing it for comedy, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I watched, there's that masterclass. You know what masterclass is? It's like this. Yeah. So it's like, it's like online lectures from like masters of their field. And I watched this one from Chris Voss, who's like an FBI hostage negotiator. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about like the most incredible communication tool you have is that. It's like, just don't answer.
Silence.
Like, just be quiet. Let people keep talking and repeat the last sentence, the last 3 words of the sentence that they say. And they will just feel like they have to clarify. So if you're like, yeah, I wanted to go to the store, but the traffic was bad. You just go, traffic was bad? And like, well, yeah, I mean, because it's all like, the parkway is like this, and then, and then I don't have time for that. Oh, you don't have time for that? Well, no, because I'm fucking blah, blah, blah. You can like learn some crazy shit. It's cool. Anyway.
You ever get into neuro-linguistic programming?
No, but that sounds like Nexium shit, is it?
It is. It's what cult people use. Like, I have a book on it somewhere here. I got obsessed with it. Yeah, it's called Neuro-Linguistic Programming.
Wait, are you watching the new Nexium doc?
Oh yeah, love it.
Yeah, okay.
Love it.
Right.
Love it. But it's what remember those douchebags that did The Game?
Yeah, like Mystery.
Yeah. That shit. That was just them taking neuro-linguistic programming and trying to put it into dating kind of thing. But it's all that type of shit, like how to basically control people with the words that you use, kind of thing.
Wow,
like, it's fascinating. Like it's a whole like study.
Book recommendations. I will make one. I read an incredible book recently. Well, 2. I'll just do 2. I could go forever. But Perfume, fucking amazing, and Our Better Angels. Those 2 books. That's my book recommendations.
What are those about?
Perfume is a German novel about a villain who has a supernatural sense of smell. He's like a psychopath, and it is fucking amazing. It is so good. Kurt Cobain's favorite book. He carried it with him everywhere he went, and he said he would read it every day. He read it like 30 times. So
dude, what if you commit suicide?
Blame the book.
If Zach commits suicide, we ban this book.
And Our Better Angels is it's a book by this guy Steve Pinker, who's like a Harvard like whatever, It's huge, but it's about how we are living in the most peaceful age of humanity that has ever been, and it's not going to go back. It's like a very optimistic book that makes you feel really good about our horrible time in 2020.
That's cool. What's that one called?
It's called Our Better Angels. It's awesome.
So that should be, everyone should read that.
Yeah, they should. It's great.
Dude, maybe we ended on this.
Sure.
A positive thing.
Yeah.
A book recommendation. Yeah, the news can be bad, but there's this good book out there.
All right, so Newsboyz 1 coming to a close. We didn't talk about much news, but I don't really care.
I think we did good. I think we talked about news. We talked to people. We it was going great until Sam disrailed us. Kind of derailed us.
And we're going to be on tomorrow night with the Whitest Kids. Darren will be camping, so he won't be on, but we're all going to be on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do we need to blast that? Have we told people that
We haven't told anyone. We're just telling the Newsboyz fans. Oh, by the way, we should say if you're a Newsboyz fan and you come, oh, here's Sam. Oh, fuck.
What could he be mad at? We didn't do anything.
I don't know. All right. Hello?
Hey, when I'm calling you, don't show the phone.
I didn't.
The number's on that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Well, don't say that.
Oh, you showed his fucking phone.
What's wrong now? What did we do? What are you upset about?
Yeah, you're talking shit on me.
I'm not talking shit on you. How was I talking shit on you?
Yeah. You said, that it was going fine till I called.
That's a joke,
Oh my
Sam.
God, dude, Sam.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I'm not watching the show.
Yeah, stop watching the show, Sam.
No, I can watch the show all I want. Don't shit on me.
Nate, can we ban Sam from watching the show? Is that possible?
No, it's not.
Sam, it was a passing joke.
It's not possible. I was the one who named the channel. Wasn't Nate doing any of that shit.
Okay.
Is he being serious right now? I can't tell if this is real.
Are you being serious right now? What are you doing?
No, I was kidding.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Sam's kidding. I don't know. This is a thin satire.
I mean, yeah, it's stressing me out, man.
Yeah, we're stressed. You're ruining our show, Sam.
I'm ruining your show? Yeah, baby, don't say I ruined your show.
All right. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Jesus Christ.
Don't say anything about him, for God's sake. All right.
It's funny, though, because the thing that you said that pissed him off was that he derailed the show. And then he called in and literally derailed the show. Sam, I know you're hearing me say this, but I mean, that's funny. That's funny.
I'm turning my ringer down. If he does call back again, I'm not answering. All right. So that's the show.
All right.
That's Newsboyz. So, hey, if you come into tomorrow night's Twitch and you're Newsboyz fans, let's get some
Newsboyz going tomorrow.
Newsboyz. Let's make this a war. We're all on this channel. Let's do Team Newsboyz. Let's do Team Newsboyz. And by the next time, I guess we're doing this next Friday.
Yeah, we'll do this on Fridays, and we'll do the Whitest Kids on Saturdays. And I guess we should post the schedule. We need to be better about telling people, but yeah.
We're less than a week into this. We don't know what we're doing.
We're new. Yeah.
So we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. It was great talking to you guys. And by next Friday, we'll figure out how to make sure Sam can't see this.
All right. So long.